the Calgary skyline on this very nice Monday. And our coverage of the Tim Hortons Brier continues. You got this? Here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes. There it goes. Get him by the gun. Only kid. Oh, wonderful shot. And we continue here under the bubble, under the roof of Winsport Arena as we head into this first full week. And let's get you caught up on what happened yesterday. All the games from Pool A last night, and it was Quebec with 4 in the third to break it open. Ontario stole 10 of their 16 points against Nunavut. Nova Scotia beat Newfoundland and Labrador. However, Greg Smith from St. John's, shot of the tournament so far, round the horn hit to score 2. Wonderful shot. And Kevin Cooey was a winner by 2 over Team Canada. So standings, when you look at that Pool B now, Cooey is the only undefeated team, and there is Quebec. Again, a Quebec team surprising so far. Remember, they did at the Scotties as well, tied for second. Our focus will be now on Pool A. And on this Monday afternoon, we do say hello, Canada, and welcome back to Calgary. Cheryl Russ alongside our featured game. Wildcard team number 3, Glenn Howard, Wayne Middaugh skipping, of course, against Alberta and Brendan Bottcher. Now, to put it in perspective, Bottcher wasn't even born when Middaugh played in his first Brier in 1991 with you. Hasn't been on the ice in a Brier since 13, so how does he do it?
Wayne's will to win is just absolutely off the charts. His strategy is second to none. And with the tricky ice out here, I would say he could be the best ice reader out here of all the skips, and that could be the key to this game. When
you talk about Bottcher, of course, his Alberta team, 1, 2, 3 silver medals. So you're filled with a little doubt if he can even get over that hump.
Yeah, and my only concern is that sometimes you feel like you want to fix something, and when you do that, you can ruin a really good thing, and they have a good thing. The front end's arguably the best brushing duo in the game. You've got a very, very smart skip, and that combined with their team dynamics and their belief in each other, that's put them into finals. So don't fix what isn't broken.
So that is our feature game. When we do come back on this Monday afternoon, it is Team Wildcard 3, Middaugh, against Bottcher and Alberta.
I grew up watching these people. I grew up learning things from them on TV for years and years. That's special. That's something you gotta be proud of, that you made it and you're now playing the people you watched growing up.
Everybody's going to have to play to their potential. We all know that we can make the shots game in, game out. I know what it takes to win one of these Briers, and you do not win one without a few breaks, a little bit of karma going your way. And so we'll do everything we can and everything in our power, and then just hope the gods of curling are on our side.
The 2021 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you in part by OK Tire and BKT Tires, by Home Hardware, Here's How, by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada, and by Tim Hortons. Get your Tim's run without the run. Order delivery today through the Tim Hortons app.
Yeah, the Bull River, there is some melting now of signs of an early spring. There they are. I got to laugh, though, Brendan Bottcher. I've been watching him for years. I grew up watching Wayne Middaugh. Well, now he gets a chance to play him. Let's meet the teams. Brought to you by Home Hardware, Here's How. The Alberta champions from the Saville Community Sports Centre in Edmonton, skipped by 29-year-old Brendan Bottcher with Carrick Martin, Brad Thiessen, and Darren Moulding. Glenn Howard's team, skipped by Wayne Middaugh, is from the Penetanguishene Curling Club with 58-year-old or 53-year-old Wayne Middaugh, backed up by Tim March, David Mathers, and Scott Howard. And it was Alberta that did win the draw to the button, so it will be Alberta and Bottcher that has the last draw, playing the Red Stones. Middaugh will play the yellow. Both these teams are undefeated coming in with 2 straight.
Be good. Top 4, yeah.
So Middaugh puts the brush down, and to get us underway, their lead is Tim March.
They've got
Looks like you gotta go.
all the teams getting that much more comfortable with the surface.
Had a hair quiet.
The surface is getting better every game.
Line's good.
Really gotta go.
Line's good. Looks like you got to go.
And I'm sorry, I did say 2 losses. It's 2-1 record for Alberta coming in. 2-0 for Howard.
Well, they have had that tough loss to Manitoba.
Yeah. Brendan had a makeable shot. I think he just slid a little tight and tried to back it up. And you never know how much to back it up in a very straight. It was a tricky spot, and he didn't back it up enough. Ticked the guard.
This team, they did get a fair bit of practice this year. They created an Alberta tour with Cooey's team, so they played 3 events. And
Smart.
they actually beat Cooey in the final of one of them, so quite a few reps in for both.
The only team that's idle is the Territories. Greg Skogie, winless in 3. All right, let's check the keys to the game, and we'll start with Ontario.
Well, it's Wayne's world. Back in 1998, when Wayne won the World Curling Championship as a skip, he was the most aggressive team on the planet. The reason is his ice reading ability, and that, again, that's how he can jump on this really good Alberta team, is figure the surface out first. But Tim March is he's 15th in StatsVec at the lead position. Wayne's playing well, Scott's well, Dave's playing well. He has to turn it around. He's way better than 15th.
And we have to be clear here that they are a wild card team. We would, used to saying Ontario, but they're wild card number 3. All right, the keys now for Alberta.
Well, this Bottcher team, they've been burned playing high-risk shots too early in an end, in a game, actually, and then they really struggle to come back. So what they want to see is that they settle in, get comfortable with the ice, and do that in the back half of the game. And then provide intel. That's Darren's job. When he goes down, you'll hear him give all the information he can to Bottcher, and that allows him to make the shot and pick the shot he would like to throw.
Keys to the game are brought to you by Purex Bathroom Tissue, an obvious choice for Western Canadians for over 95 years.
Hair quiet. Whoa. 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 Wait close.
Both teams have really good numbers, Russ.
Did they ever?
Not a lot of difference. Alberta at 87% and Wildcard at 85%.
Good throw. Nice weight, too. Yeah. Perfect weight. Nothing there.
Interesting here. I thought Team Alberta would lob up a corner guard here.
Yeah, it'll be a hair slower.
He reminds me a lot of Agushu. He has a plan for the game, and he sticks to that plan. And I think they really do want to settle in before they take any risks. They don't want to get forced. That is one of the things that they're not happy with.
And we mentioned Wayne's ability to jump on, figure the ice out in a hurry, and this might be a good idea.
Good. Nice shot, Brad. Very good.
That's so nice, eh? Yeah.
Up and down the sheet.
Hair
The
left.
advantage probably a bit towards Alberta. They're getting to throw some draws.
Yeah. Just clean. Whoa. Just clean. Clean.
Fourth
Just
appearance
clean.
for David Mathers.
Just clean. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Well, to a curler, both at the Scotties and here, everyone came in with a new perspective on the game with regards, and due to the pandemic. But Kathy, as we say, good afternoon to you. With Glenn Howard, well, there's an additional perspective, isn't there?
Well, there is. A deflated lung, a bruised heart, and 9 broken ribs are just some of the injuries that Glenn sustained at the end of January in a snowmobile accident. Doctors said don't even think about picking up a rock for 4 to 5 weeks. And so when he reached out to Wayne Middaugh, it was always to come and be an active skip. For Glenn, he is just so happy to be here and alive. He just said, I will take on the role of supporting this team in any way that I can. It has given him a new perspective, not only on this sport, but on life.
Gotta go.
And he owes his life
Never stop.
to a helmet. He bought a new helmet prior to the season, a safer helmet, a more expensive helmet, more padding, and it saved his life.
And yes, Mother, we've kept him off the bobsleigh run.
I think that's a good thing.
He seems to be feeling great. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, you were chatting with him before the game, and he was laughing.
Yeah.
Even dancing when he went to throw his first rock the other day.
Yeah, he made all 4 of them.
Well, he was stretching behind the boards. He has not thrown an up weight shot, though. That's what he has not done. And,
keep in mind, too, Vic, he lifts. He's got the backswing, so he'd probably have to go to the no lift, which would be so foreign for him.
Good throw. Good throw.
Shot.
14-5.
I got 13-6, but.
Here, let's wait. Better throw. Whoa. Hard then.
Scott Howard in a 4th appearance, too, as well. 2 of them with his father. 1 with Mark Keane, and that's where he and Mathers played together back in 15 with Mark Keane as Ontario champions.
Everybody said to me coming in, Glenn can't play, and how are they going to compete? Or, can Wayne, fill Glenn's shoes? What about the other 3 guys? Those 3 young guys are getting better every time they step on the surface, more experience, a little calmer, unbelievable brushing, and they've played really well so far.
Well, and probably there could have been some thought that Scott moves up and skips, but now you've ruined the dynamic of the 3 in front, so probably a good move.
Beauty.
Scott said there was no doubt. When they had a meeting, they reached out and they said if Wayne can play, and Wayne was agreeable, that was the choice, and there was no question.
It was funny, Vic. Wayne was saying the other night that 5 years ago when he had his horrific skiing accident, he hit the phone Glenn and said, Glenn, I can't curl. And Glenn didn't believe him. He said, come on, Wayne. Yeah. And it took Wayne 15 minutes to convince Glenn. A month ago, Scott phones Wayne and says, you're not going to believe it. Glenn can't play.
Didn't believe it.
And he didn't believe it either. So you need a little more honesty on that team.
Didn't Wayne have to send a picture of his leg?
That's right.
I think he did to prove it.
Yeah, you're right.
This is my leg. I cannot.
Yeah.
Good numbers in 3 games put up by all this team, but Bottcher himself, 88% his hits.
They're 1 shot away from being no losses, right?
It's curling a little.
Lost a tough one to Gunner.
Good. Nice shot.
Good scrub.
This is their tough stretch coming up too, though. They've got Ontario wildcard now, and then Northern Ontario, and then
One more weight.
wildcard McEwen.
Lots heavier.
Whoa. 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 Just clean.
Yeah, get it out my way, Tim. Yep. Davey. Right into that fudgy spot. Yeah. That's solid, too.
It's up and down the sheet here in the first.
I tried to roll right into that spot where Mike.
Clean. Yep.
Looking for the blank.
Real good.
Decent.
Nice shot.
And away it goes. So we put a blank on the board here in this first. Alberta against team wildcard number 3 at the Tim Hortons Brier. Well, it looks like we may be in for more of the same here in the second, up and down the sheet to start. As we welcome you back to Calgary on this Monday afternoon, our featured game, Alberta against wildcard team number 3, with Glenn Howard, the skip, but it is Wayne Middaugh, of course, handling the team this year after Glenn's snowmobiling accident.
I mentioned earlier about Wayne's ability to read ice, and he used to be an ice maker, but you've got Darren Moulding out there that still is an ice maker.
He is, Darren, one of the best at Lacombe, and he actually was one of the clubs that got approved to be a bubble, so a lot of the teams coming into the Scotties were allowed to go train at Lacombe. He was making ice for them.
We're there.
He said he was making it to order. If you wanted 5 feet of curl, he made it 5 feet. If you wanted 6 feet.
How good's that?
Nice shot. Halfway. Line's good, boys. Line's good, Tim. Easy line, easy. Easy,
Weight's
Tim.
good. Halfway.
Line's good.
Like to go. Like to go.
Whoa.
Halfway.
Whoa.
Weight's good. Over curl. Just
Whoa,
halfway.
whoa, whoa. Just clean. Whoa.
Touch the center line.
Whoa, don't want to touch the
No.
center. Not ever curl. Okay.
4 sheets in play here at the Win Sport Arena. 2 teams looking for their first wins are on sheet A. That's BC and Yukon. We're playing on sheet B. On sheet C, it's Northern Ontario against New Brunswick. So Brad Jacobs against James Granton. While Manitoba, Jason Gundlach out of Morris looks to win a 3rd in a row against team wildcard number 1, Mike McEwen out of West St. Paul. Territory's the only team that is idle. That is Greg Skogie, winless in 3 starts.
Wow.
You get an opportunity like the overcurl on the guard, and you really do want to capitalize that. Caught them off. Guard how straight that ran.
At least tick the guard, do something. That trouble now for Alberta.
Some separation.
So, Wayne, where do you want it? Up top.
Like right.
I can throw tight guard, boys. You can do what you want with it. Get 4 feet. That's not much more.
Weight's there.
Okay, easy then. Easy. Weight's
Tight.
good.
Tight.
Whoa.
Line's good. Weight's
Line's
good.
good.
Line's good.
Line's good.
Tim, easy.
Whoa.
Easy, Tim.
Whoa.
Tight.
Needs a curl.
Tight.
Whoa, Tim.
Needs a
March
curl.
on the left, Howard on the
Needs a curl. Right here.
right.
Line's good. Line's
Okay,
fine.
right here. Right to my
Try
broom.
to hook
Right
this
to my broom,
around.
Nolan. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, how nice is that?
That's where he wanted it.
Nice shot. Eh?
Still a little low.
Yeah.
Kathy, let's begin our updates with Northern Ontario against New Brunswick, and the last stone coming up with the hammer is Brad Jacobs out of Sault Ste. Marie.
Brad was facing 3 on his first, so he elected to go around and was buried. James tried to run back and did not make contact with the shot stone, so this is a draw for 2 in the same path he threw on the first.
Out of the Community First Curling Center in Sault Ste. Marie.
Set.
And it'll finally
Perfect. Good shot.
dig in at the back 8.
It works.
Good shots, Brad.
Try and get this guard in a better position. They've got that red one really helping you to throw this guard. So as long as you keep it on the right side of the center line.
Can I, Scott?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta
You know,
go.
we have talked to Scott
Really
has
gotta go,
skipped the
Tim.
team
Really gotta
in a
go.
couple of Bonspiels, and
Really
he did
gotta
actually
go.
win one, did he not? Or make
That's no, you're right. He
Stay with
beat out in Halifax, I believe it was.
Jamie Murphy, I think, wasn't
with
it?
it.
Did he beat?
No, Brad.
Oh, he beat Brad.
Issue, yeah.
Good shot, Scotty.
So he has skipped, and he's, you know, we talked earlier about Scott Howard. He's really been nurtured in the game by his father.
I had that ice for both of
Didn't
mine.
play on the team right away. He
You could probably get
said
through
was
and
playing
get
with
it back
Mark Keane
somewhere
one
in
year,
here.
and had to work on his game to get the 3rd spot.
Trying to hit a 3rd.
There was no nepotism, I think. There was that, you know, you're my son, you can be the 3rd. There was none of that.
No, that's true. Half the yellow onto the back of the red and trying to squirt this molding rock into the ring somewhere. Too thin.
Good shot.
Well, now you got a little stagger going there, covering the edge of the 8.
Yeah, if they can get a chance to go around that corner.
So with Last Rock, British Columbia blanks, Northern Ontario with the deuce we showed you, and wild card number 1, Mike McEwen, opens with a single with Last Rock against Jason Gundlach.
More
Keep
lines.
the broom down, boys.
More lines.
Line's good.
I'd like to go a
Okay,
little.
go then.
We're right on your broom.
Line's good.
We're right on your
Line's
broom.
good.
You gotta
Line's
go a
good.
little.
Right to my broom's perfect.
Easy, Dave.
Right to my broom's perfect.
You're right to your broom. Easy.
Right to my broom. A little bit more. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Right there. Right there.
Spot, Scotty. Beauty. Good eye, Tim.
Oh, Wayne.
It's good there.
Yeah.
Really good spot for that. The only way you could get it was on the intern you'd roll opens, forcing a run back here.
Clean.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, and really nice. Runs it back, but leaves that shooter right there.
That one wide mistake.
Coming out good today.
Thiessen
Yeah, that looks great.
Caused some trouble.
Got some heat on it.
Same as draw the button.
You know, you're watching this and you're saying, that's really nice run back.
7.
But yeah, the shooter's still there and they can use it. Let's go quickly first to BC and Yukon as they play in the second to blank in number 1.
Well, Jim Cotter hit and stuck on his first, and Mickelson rolled out. So this is a draw for 2. But interestingly, today it is Jim Cotter who is also calling the game and throwing last rock. That's a change from Steve Laycock, who usually calls the game.
I think that's just brilliant.
I do too. I'm wondering, Russ, if it's to give Jim some confidence and let him decide what he will throw as his final 2.
Yeah, it's just so much more faith in putting the berm in the right spot for yourself when you've watched them all.
Line's good.
You know, but we remember in the past, as you see
I don't think you're heavy.
coming around, is Middaugh. But in the past, part of the point of him not skipping was to take the pressure off of him.
Hold on. Good judge.
So now we'll see how Jim Cotter does handle the pressure. And there's the deuce.
Good sweep, guys.
And, you know, further to my point, great run back by Darren Moulding. But it's greedy, I guess, to say
Just going that little bit further,
you can't get that shooter to go elsewhere than where it was. You wouldn't have made the shot otherwise.
No, you wouldn't have. It would be very tough. You'd have to throw just huge weight to try to get it to maybe spring a little bit. Chance here for Alberta, though, Wayne. It's curling in that spot. We saw one guard over curl, and there's a sliver and a couple corners.
And through the hole, he's got to go.
I think it'll be pretty good.
I haven't seen one here, but every sheet we've covered, this curls pretty hard, especially end number 2.
Whoa.
Clean. Good.
Yep.
Brendan Bottcher.
Whoa.
Clean. Yep.
Yeah.
And his first.
Whoa.
Martin. Look at Thiessen leaning on it, coming through. They do. Can you roll it in behind your own?
Nice shot.
Good scrub. Good scrub.
I didn't think he could make that and not roll behind the corner.
Yes.
They got close to that guard.
It's again, swinging spot, a little bit of pebble. It went hard.
Nice shot.
Still a piece showing.
I know. And there wasn't a massive.
No, I didn't throw it very.
Forward or something?
I gotta give it like a hack. What is he doing?
Even if you roll right in the hole, that's a real
Yeah.
good blank.
The game last night, they were talking that in the 4-foot, it was running pretty straight off the line for a bit.
Yeah.
Then it went.
Yeah, like once it gets across the line, it'll go.
Yeah.
It'll curl. You'll get curl.
Yeah, it'll curl, Gomer.
So you put it right in the hole is a pretty good shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Stay down.
Hack,
Jen, stay
boys.
close.
That's one. You don't see that very often, do you?
No.
Speed will be fine.
Where the guy holding the brush runs down the other end.
It's respect.
He didn't want to make
For your
Wayne
elders.
do it.
Poor guy.
Just more.
Guy's got to go 10 ends. Come on.
Just more.
Mark's calling off now, Mathers. Now he's got to pull it over.
More.
Help it over. Get it over. Did get it through. Where's this going to go? Oh, and then rolls back the other way and too far.
Still a brilliant shot.
You went hard as your A sweep, eh?
Yeah, I was.
I thought it was going to go.
No. But yeah, we just almost overswept it. I
This
thought
is
it would go harder.
interesting thing here. Wayne's been off for 5 years. The directional brushing will be pretty new to Wayne, and it's you can get the rock to run straighter than you ever did back in Wayne's day, or make a curl, and they just brush that so quickly it fooled them. Straighten it right out.
Clean.
Clean.
Yeah. Clean. Very nice.
And away it goes. Yeah, some nice shots, but we put up another blank. I thought maybe they had something going. So we start off with back-to-back blanks in our featured game. Alberta against Team Wildcard and Wayne Middaugh here under the beams of beautiful Winsport Arena. This is the Olympic-sized surface, 4 sheets in play. And here in the third, once again, it will be Brendan Bottcher out of the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton that does have last draw. Has the hammer playing the Redstones.
Yep.
Well, after Thiessen missed, Darren Molding made 2 great cleanup shots to give Bottcher a chance to blank there.
Oh boy, just enough to push it out into the open and leaves that center line card. Does push the Ontario wild card stone.
Just a little fresh in there still.
Yeah,
Maybe a
8.
pound light, but you only want it board, right?
I think curls, yeah.
Hair solid.
Yeah, solid.
Close.
Clean, clean, clean.
Whoa.
Whoa, clean, clean. Yep. Yep.
So Wayne Middaugh has to pick up this team for his good friend Glenn Howard.
It's a good bad scenario, you know. I feel terrible for my friend Glenn. It's, you know, he dreams of playing the Brier the same as I do, and you know what, we both do a lot of fun things together. We boat together, we snowmobile together, we do a lot of things. We've both suffered these terrible accidents, and you know what, like I say, he lives for the Brier, and it's unfortunate for him that he cannot play. On the other side of the coin, it's, for me personally, it's a dream that I get to play, and get to play with 3 guys that I've known a long time. Basically, since birth, I've known his son, so it's a bit of a treat for me.
Yeah, you know, we forget that about Wayne. It was in January of 16, the skiing accident, and it was the left leg. And
It didn't have. Yeah, it
they
didn't
had
have
to
much on
insert
her head,
a rod in his leg. He has, I think, 15, 16 screws, if I remember correctly, in his knees and ankles. It took him 2 years. He spent a lot of time in a wheelchair. It took him 2 years to learn to properly walk again. And here he is on the ice at the
Easy if you
Brier.
can.
Line's good.
You could definitely curl.
To my knowledge, he only plays like once a week.
Yeah, they play in the mix, he and, he
and
and his wives.
All of a sudden, you're playing Bottcher at the Brier.
Yeah,
That's a
he
good
and
shot, Brad.
Sherry
Very
and
good.
Glenn and Judy.
14-2.
That would be a fun mixed team.
It's a good mixed team.
Yeah.
Normal.
Call. Hit roll. Line center.
Yeah. Normal, boys.
Okay. Make it, Davey.
Chance here, you can roll behind the center. You can even roll long if it over curls.
Whoa, whoa. Yep. Hard, Tim. Hard, Tim. Hard, Tim. Go. Hard, Tim. Tim. Gotta go. Harder. Hard, Tim. Hard. Right to it. Great, sweet. Wow.
Okay.
David looked like he tried to get that back out to the broom at the last second.
Yeah, and it just goes hard there, doesn't it?
Yeah, harder, Tim. Yeah, just keep sweeping. Keep doing what you're doing. Take a little more, right?
Good brushing to get a piece.
Mm-hmm.
Brad Thiessen.
I thought more, for sure.
Your line's good.
No.
Oh, he's quicker to the corners. Be careful here.
Should be okay.
14-1. It should be close.
It is close.
Whoa.
Great shot, Brad. Very good.
There you
You gotta respect Wayne sweeping too.
Good. Pretty good, I think.
Taryn.
Well, you look at what they've accomplished. The wins, of course, at the Brier, the championships. Yeah, they just failed to make the Olympics. Wayne Middaugh joins you in '91 with Peter Corner, correct?
Yes.
So you picked up a couple of juniors that year.
Yep, keep going.
And you nurtured them along, too.
Well, I'd like to think so, but they were 2 of the best juniors that ever played the game, in my opinion, and that didn't take long to nurture.
Curl a bit.
That was a really good team.
Hack.
Okay.
You know, Pete was an all-star skip at one of the Briers around 2000.
Mm-hmm.
Wayne won a Brier in the Worlds as a skip. Glenn's won 2 of them. Like,
Clean.
that was quite a squad.
Was it ever?
It's fine. Clean.
Weight's good.
Weight's good.
Curl.
Curl. Go ahead.
Curl.
I want to roll out here.
Hard. Clean. Yeah, go.
And one more turn. And it just spins back to hold on.
But not second.
No.
That did not move.
Yeah.
throw.
Lucky enough to play with
Yeah, go,
Wayne for 5 really good years, but he coined the phrase, if you can draw the 8-foot and you can hit and stay,
Throw.
you can win a lot of games, and that was a bit of an error right there. It might still go in the scoreboard, but they got work to do, Alberta.
And there is the second shot in around 9:30, edge of the 12.
Nope.
Just normal.
We saw that path coming back this way, and there was a flash by a wildcard team on that same path.
That's right.
It's a little straighter than it's been right there.
Sweep it.
Nice shot, Scott. Good boy.
Really good shot.
Yeah, we saw one in the first there that was pretty straight.
Yeah, Dave carved it a bit though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to change gears now. There's no double. You're running out of time.
14-5.
So either go around the center card, which isn't your color, or play the freeze.
I like this call. They chase it, and you might lose everything, and then you've got a chance. If everything went away, you may even sit 2 on the other side.
Yes.
Thought we're a little heavy.
We're there. Yeah.
Whoa.
Close.
Whoa. Line's good. Straight, if anything. Yep.
We're still there.
Yes.
Okay, just for line.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
How's that?
That's real good.
That's real good indeed. It is the shot. Almost corner frozen.
Nice shot. 14.5.
He's been on the ice a lot throwing. You know, you're the ice maker. You've got the keys to the club. It's a pretty good opportunity.
Yeah.
I was with you. I said halfway down. Yeah. Okay, you want the same as yours?
Sure.
Try and nose it.
Good shot.
Millimeter across.
Millimeter, yeah.
Yeah. You were just a heavy board.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
Couple of choices here. You'd love to
Just a hair
hit it
long
out that
angle,
way
yeah.
and maybe even take a shot at the double, but it's angled.
If I had just
so
a
well.
shade more angle on it.
Yeah, there's the point. Wayne can get it out that way and might get lucky. But what they've elected to do is actually hit it dead on.
At least have a double in it.
Hit it dead on, then you're in the best position if you make it perfect.
He wasn't super heavy. Yeah, he was close. He was close out of his hand though. It's in the ballpark. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna throw is like a heavy board. Okay. Yeah.
Knowing that it's straight out wide, Wayne's going to pick the right weight here.
And that's the thing, too. That's the biggest adjustment to my mind, Russ, is his adjustment to them, what he considers his weight, his delivery. They have to adjust to him now.
That's very true.
Hard. Nice shot.
Look at that. My goodness.
Shot, Skipper. Hey, good weight. You were saying with Scott for weight. Go.
That is absolutely perfect.
Great shot.
Thanks.
Yeah. That's our best look now, I think.
so.
Like you mean somehow stay on the nose of it?
Yep.
You know, we talked over the course of the Scotties and now at the Brier in these first games where teams, for all intents and purposes, are playing in a bit of a preseason. We talk about all the technical things that you have to deal with, being on the ice maybe for the first time or limited time.
You're like my draw path?
Yeah.
Like that
It's interesting that Darren Moulding
Same
was
as-
saying
yeah,
that
same
Brendan
as your dog.
Bottcher has to deal with what's between the ears, the pressure of the moment. You know, by the time the end of the season, he has all the confidence in the world in all his shots, but in a couple of shots where he missed so far, he really does believe that he lacked the confidence in making that shot.
Yeah, and I could see it. I mean, that was my thought coming into this event, that you wouldn't have played all those big pressure shots and feeling really comfortable with them. And so it's really, it is, you're right, between the ears, that confidence not to look ahead, throw the right weight, throw at the brim.
Hard! Well, that's good. Nice shot.
Great draw.
Yeah.
Over on sheet D, Manitoba, and that's Jason Gundlach's out of Morris, Manitoba, against team wildcard number 1, Mike McEwen, as they play in a 1-1 tie, and now in the third.
Well, that red stone you see on the right side of the line is Jason Gundlach's final stone. Was trying to bury. He did on his first, but Mike was able to chip it out, and just a little bit light on his second. So a draw for 2 for Mike needs, well, you could see full 8.
Reed Carruthers holding the brush. Derek Samagalski, Colin Hodgson, Middaugh's stone on the way.
No.
Gonna run it back. Got it. Oh, he does.
Keep it out there.
Out there, bud. Out, way out.
Line's good.
Senegalski on the brush here.
Clean. Broom down.
McEwen and the wild card team from
Line
the
says
West
it's
St.
good.
Paul Curling
Line
Club.
says it's
Broom
good.
down.
Should be good.
I want to get anywhere near that red.
Good.
Yeah, more than good. There's your 2 for McEwen.
2 yellow.
It's fast out there.
Yep.
Great run back by Wayne
Is
Middaugh.
that ever? He has no intention of letting Alberta score a deuce.
Used to love holding the broom for that particular shot.
Well, there raises a point. Is it easier when you're new to a team, as Middaugh is? Is it easier to adjust to his up weight or his draw weight?
Easier to adjust to his draw weight, I would say, because you don't have a lot of time in an up weight hit. Draw weight, you know, you're comfortable with what it is and how he comes out of the hack.
This has to slow down.
They've been
Good
quick
stuff.
in this spot, haven't they?
Yes, that's exactly it. Really quick spot, good rotation.
A little wider line.
We're good.
It's good. Good shot, Brendan.
And brushes go up,
Nice.
and that'll work. So wonderful hit and stick on that stone in the 12, and that forces Alberta to draw for 1. Well, in the foreground is the chief ice technician, Greg Owasco, and John Wall is there. It's really been the effort of these men and women of the ice crew. But earlier today, they got a chance to check out the ice. This is John Wall now. Look at him from the hack, just sitting there and trying to play. You see the shot stone is at the back of the 4, trying to play the angle raise. Has this got it? Can you imagine? The ice makers, do they know the ice? Yeah, they do. How's that? Before, yeah, and bring the house down for what it is. Yeah, well done.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Well done. And thank you for all your effort, the ladies and the men of the ice crew. They've worked so hard.
Good.
I've always said that it would really help to be a good curler to be able to figure out and to be a good ice maker, and I guess that's why they're here, because they can do both.
Tim Arch, as we welcome you back on this Monday afternoon, 4th, and it's
Real close.
Line's good.
wild card.
Scott. Room. Scott.
Well,
John with Last Rock, sorry, playing the Yellowstone.
it's okay. Tim on his first, almost a trap shot for Alberta, because he slid deep. He didn't mean to, but he was a biter, so it actually forced Alberta to freeze down to it.
Buried.
Needs a curl of hair.
Good shot,
Shot.
Shot, Tim.
Shot, Timmer.
I've ignored those back biters, and it's gone on the scoreboard.
So true.
And you don't want to go back there. You never really want to play back there.
Yeah. Right on the nose. Yeah. Throw firm. Okay. Firm.
Yeah.
Rather be.
No choice here. You can't. It would be very dangerous to try to throw a hack waiter and save your red one. You wouldn't remove the yellow, so you're just going to kill it.
Whoa.
Yes.
Grant Thiessen.
Yes.
Yep. Hard.
Harrick Martin staying with it.
Oh boy.
And they'll be the shot stone, but it leaves that wild card rock sitting back 8.
Okay. Good jump.
BC at deuce in 2 has them in front.
There's no good
Blank
place.
in
There's
3.
really no good
Northern
place.
Ontario continues to
First
lead.
thought was freeze the back
And we
rack.
showed you the 2 scored by McEwen to take the lead there.
Really close to going right on it, but it's still not bad. It's still not bad if you're right on it.
Yeah, I know. This spot's going to be 16 slower than where I just served.
This should be the same as I was throwing in practice. Agreed, yeah. I need all that for ice. I think I need all that way, and this is basically draw to the button line.
Yeah.
The side, this seems to swing a little bit more than the other side. A lot straighter on the intern as we're looking at it.
Okay, we've talked often about the draw to the button and how that path is always continually used before the draw to the button. So what to expect down this path then?
Should be, broken in because 2 teams, 2 practices for last stone draw. So broken in, you just want to make sure you get to that path. Your little out can grab.
Just Scott. Scott, line's really good.
Wait there.
And the
Line's
brushers
good.
will be
Yeah,
comfortable
Scott,
too. They've seen it.
Scott. Hard,
tapping. Hard, tapping.
Gotta go. Hard. Gotta go.
Coming all the way back and right to the face.
Hammered it, eh? Yeah, it's gonna go through right. Good scrubbing, boys. Got.
Medium.
Sure.
I don't want to throw it too hard. I'd just like to stick them both.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting for Middaugh. I mentioned it earlier. With the directional brushing, it's almost like cheating for Wayne because you're going to get that inch and a half one way, inch and a half the other on a freeze like that, and he didn't have that when he played.
No.
So it makes it that much easier to make some of the finesse shots.
Yes!
Oh, look at this coming across.
Good shot.
Real good.
Getting a little more separation. They are sitting 2 without
shot.
Last Rock, Alberta.
No, it was nice.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you. Oh, that's okay. Everyone started.
No. No.
Not loving this.
We don't like this. Why not?
What about this?
What
What if I hit and roll Tim's way with board?
Is that pretty good?
I don't want to leave that.
No, he just hits it. All ours go. They said 3. You'd be better off to jam it and roll there.
Okay.
That's a shot.
This is Wayne's slower one.
Okay.
So do you think I can throw you like the same weight? I think you want to throw the difference. Can I throw the same path? Can I throw the same path?
A couple times, Cheryl.
Sorry? Can I throw the same path?
Here.
No, same shot, but out turn.
Come down here.
I just want to throw the out turn, same path.
Wayne wants to make sure there's some commitment to this shot.
Okay, that's all. Just say other turn.
We did.
Oh, no, you didn't.
We're
Go
losing
ahead.
your hearing.
Method to Wayne's madness is he ever cues it up like
I want to
that,
be here, though.
then they
right?
can kill them
Trying
both.
to be here.
Just a slight
You think I can
overcurl,
give you the same weight with this rock? I
tough
think this
shot,
rock's only 2 feet slow. Okay.
but very rewarding.
Yeah, and it made sense them wanting to change the turns just because the brushers were more comfortable with that path and the thrower is too.
I had really
Wait only.
too much line.
Back
too much line.
Back
Whoa.
forward.
Okay, that's too much then.
Whoa.
Go ahead.
You're back 8, back 12.
Look at the lean
Back 12.
by March, and now
Weight's not bad now.
Scott Howard taking over.
Good pass. Whoa, whoa. Whoa.
And back they'll go.
That's not bad.
Not bad, Davey. Sorry.
There's no good hit. There's no good roll.
You guys had it nailed. I thought I was
Where'd he
close.
go?
Yeah.
You roll this way, he just hits it anywhere and shoots 3.
That slid like a
for
it
sure.
should. Second one down
Right?
path, maybe.
That's what trying to
Okay.
Yeah.
Straight on the nose, pretty much.
Yeah. Give
Do
me
we
back
want to-
line.
Okay.
Is it
I
better
definitely
to?
want to unlock it from this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
2 scary yellows in there for a wild card. Kind of innocent. They're both freezes that were way
Do we
heavy.
ever throw like hack?
Or
Well, none of the yellows are going ever.
we just were thinking, is it better to get rid of the back red?
The back 12 red, like
Absolutely.
just biting.
It's hurting you.
Might be good to kill it now.
Okay. Yeah, I'd buy that.
What? How much weight to make that? Easy.
Hair high with hack.
It's an all or nothing shot, though. You can miss this pretty easily and take your own out.
Yeah, hair highs. Yeah, okay.
Not a long raise. It's hard to know what this will do. Straighter side, but it's close to the center.
I agree. I was just thinking the same thing. Will it hang or will it go?
Clean. Clean. Yeah. Whoa.
Weight's really good.
Decent, Martin ready to pounce, and now here they go. And look at Decent. Back to the rings as they bring it in.
Get out. Good.
Now they did get rid of it. They unlocked it, and that red is
Yeah,
gone.
that's good.
Oh, yeah.
Actually,
Just.
pretty good.
Yes, it's very good.
Sorry, I just knew I sat it a little.
Oh, no. That was good. Oh, curl. 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 Curl hard.
Get out. Good.
Shot.
Wasn't that much for you.
Like to go
Air quiet.
Scott Howard as we
Back 12
play
now.
third stone.
Right off.
Back 8, back 12.
Whoa.
Whoa! Whoa!
The new dad.
We'd like to go a little.
That's right,
Yep,
Kelly.
Yep, yep.
Welcomed Hayden 10 months ago.
Hard! Hard! Go! Go, 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 go!
Get across the nose, push it back, and sit in front.
That's good.
Boy, a lot of finesse right now.
It's not great. Not great.
The hair pretty good. Just the hair heavier.
Not bad.
One yellow stays, that's all we need.
Yeah.
And I think one will.
Yeah, I think you got to throw a rocket and get it right there. That should redirect onto there, and you might get them all, but it's very precise with some big speed. If it over curls, you leave 2 yellows.
Well, here it comes.
Clean!
Darren Moulding.
Clean!
Thiessen just nurses it in, and they'll all go.
How nice.
Very good.
Darren can throw the weight when he needs to.
Good call.
Nice. Some of the risk back there.
Quarter.
Okay.
Peel. Whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yep, whoa, whoa,
Off,
whoa.
Tim.
Whoa. Dave, 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 Dave.
There's bang, bang. Oh, and just manages to push it out.
So straight.
So straight there, yeah.
Just hit it simultaneously, which is the only way you could miss that shot. It skidded right through.
Probably could just need to be a hair heavier on here.
I wanted
Hey,
to
move him
stick
a bit
around
more.
on that one now.
Just move
Chance
him a bit
Alberta
more,
sets us up somewhere good, and they're going to get forced.
Actually, if you get it right in here,
This one, like,
Yeah.
right here.
oh yeah.
A couple nice shots by Moulding
No
again.
reason to get too cute.
Middaugh's had heat on Alberta here a couple
Get
times.
some separation.
I
though.
like
Darren's at like 94% both thirds, like Scott's at 93.
We're
Same as up the middle.
like fighting for depth.
Yeah, it'll be now.
Half
It'll be
for
good speed
depth.
Same as the draw the button.
If anything, this
Not
one
even
can
a-
be a little high.
Line's
Easy,
good.
Easy.
I got there. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. A little heavy. A little heavy.
Close.
Curling, it's curling.
Brendan Bottcher, his
Carrick
first.
if we
still there.
sweep.
Line's good.
Carrick if we sweep.
No, we can't.
We're there.
Can't. We're back
Can we go
tee.
here?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Is there anything
no,
left
no.
in it?
Sorry.
We just got stuck.
Yeah, if we go a little further.
We'll run rock farther.
Yeah. We got stuck, sorry.
It's okay.
Well, you wonder how he can do it, and as you said earlier, he just has that innate ability, and all that experience pays off here in the
Turn
third.
with a little extra
Watch
hand.
the release here too. He lets this go like it's a guard. None of this pop release, trying to rotate, trying to give it a shove. Yes, that adds speed, but it takes away accuracy. He knew how straight it was there. He softened the weight, appropriate release. Really good result.
Key shot brought to you by BKT Tires, growing together.
Yep, yep.
Same thing right there too, Vic. Look at that. Just lets it go like it's a draw.
Yes, yes.
You're going to be close.
Harder!
Man, there's-
Harder! Go, go! You gotta go roll.
What?
Go, go,
Oh,
go, go, go.
oh, not quite two.
Nice throw. Good throw.
A really good throw.
Good throw.
Just curled an inch there.
Just curl the hair.
Any thinner. Hey, good throw, Wayner.
Just 10 years ago, I would have thrown it harder.
You know, but further to your point, yeah, he may have thrown it harder, but he would. The delivery would have been the same.
100%. That's the key, and we're all into this extend, push it, force it. You're trying to spin a rock, hit the broom, and add weight. It's tough to do. He just lets it go. He slides on the broom, lets it go, and he's going to be so close every time.
So all that speed comes from the leg drive.
And he just Wayne in the day is the strongest leg drive I'd ever seen.
Curl, Brad.
He's on one leg
All
now.
the way. All the
Yeah.
way.
It's Bobby Orr.
Hard! Hard! Dig, 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 dig.
Good.
Just hit the two.
That's good.
Now, what do you take on here? Do you?
Boy, it's a tricky angle for it to be.
Any more, eh?
Is that
It
one?
is.
The question is
Middle
that
red
one?
zone.
Yeah.
more?
Yeah, it is.
Right? You'd hate to
Looks
make
ready.
it. And that one jam and stay.
Dead on, I think it goes.
What do you think? Yeah. How's this out turn path for you through?
This is I think this turn.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Middle.
It has to have some momentum rest towards the bumpers.
Yeah, and dead on is a force, so he's got to hit it. Yeah, hair high side, I think it's there, but it's just not worth it. What a
If it
great
wasn't for that
roll.
one back there,
Yeah, I know.
I think you'd take a run at it. But
Oh, yeah, for sure.
you'd hate to make it and roll out, and that one just sticks. Okay, what do you want me to throw compared
Same
to
same as he did 2 ends ago.
in the second end?
Yeah, speed's the same.
Whoa.
I got there.
Whoa.
Back four.
So drawing against a couple.
Right off.
Wait's good.
Right
Pretty
off.
quick here, boys.
Right off. Right off.
Full
Start to curl
12.
now.
You gotta go a little.
Really curling.
Yeah.
Go, Skipper.
Shot, Wayne.
Keep her room down, Timmer.
The M&Ms. March, Raiders.
Wait, Wayne. Wait.
Really good end, boys. We had lots of jam.
To get the single, to even it up on this Monday afternoon. David Mather's on the left, Scott Howard on the right after team wild card. Number 3, Glenn Howard with Wayne Middaugh skipping, picks up the single. We go to 5 as we welcome you back. On this Monday afternoon, our coverage of the Tim Hortons Brier from the bubble here in Calgary in Winsport Arena.
I really hate to stagger
And it
them,
is
and then he
the
goes around them all.
Alberta champions,
We
the
could
defending
fight.
champions from the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton that do have last rock playing the Redstones.
Whatever call you
Yeah.
want.
I don't know. I'm just thinking we're playing a run back probably on Brad.
We definitely
Both of these teams are looking down the sheet saying, how do we score a deuce?
Well croquet.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we do.
Yeah, I think I like this.
Top 4.
Oh, I don't mind it.
I know,
but we're going to be ripping guards right away.
Just ripping for the rest of the year.
They're putting themselves in a hole here if this isn't made properly. I thought they might just tick the yellow, get it out of the way, and then they've got a red run back.
I'm not sure. Seems like he's trying to force something.
Yeah, it's just
We're a little tight of
he's
anything.
got hammer and he's shrinking his own scoring area.
Okay.
Well, and you're really in control, tied with.
Back 4.
A little heavy. A little heavy.
Back 4.
Back 4. Back 8. Back
That's
4.
heavy. It's
back
heavy.
8.
Back 8.
Back 4.
Wanna go all
back
the
4.
way?
Back 4. Back 8.
Whoa.
Go ahead. Go
Back
ahead,
8.
go ahead.
Whoa.
Yes.
No, and well judged. They knew it. Back 4, and
That's
it
off.
just will hang
run
on under cover. All right, Kathy, back to BC against Yukon as the team of Jim Cotter, Laycock, as they play in the 4th against Dustin Mickelson from Whitehorse.
Well, on Jim Cotter's final stone, he was trying to hit and roll into lie 3, but went a little bit deep, but it is still 2 that he faces, trying to draw to the full 4-foot.
Yep, keep going, guys.
Meanwhile, David Mather's on the right.
Hard. You got it. Hard. Push. That'll boy. Nice sweep. One.
And one it is to get on the board. Two teams looking for their first wins.
Threw a good line.
Yeah, doing good, yeah.
10 feet light.
Was lighter than the hand, but still not that light.
A little low with your intern.
Low with my in.
So now to make this end profitable, they've got to kill 4 guards. A lot of work to do for Alberta.
Roll it away if you can.
1, 2. So they get 2, but they still leave the shooter out there covering the edge of the 4.
Good shot, Brad. Good
I
shot.
just didn't understand that previous call.
No, and then to be deep on top of it.
They're just Wildcard's just going to weld one here.
And then for Alberta, you're chasing all in to try to probably look for a blank.
A lot harder, boys. Weight's good.
Weight's good.
Looks there. Hair heavy.
Whoa,
Back,
no,
back
it's,
eight.
weight's okay.
Hair
Line's
heavy.
good. Weight's okay.
Line's
Weight's
good.
good.
Weight's okay.
Line's
Pass the
good.
curl.
Oh.
Weight's good.
Line's good.
Hair heavy. Pass the
Scott.
curl.
Scott.
Back 8. Pass the curl.
Whoa, if you can. Right off.
Back 8. Yeah, go Scott.
No.
Okay.
And gets up to the corner.
Pretty good.
Front. The front is what's killing us right now.
Yeah. Just throw a hack waiter on the front one. Roll.
You can probably cut it over the top and miss this one.
Sure.
You think?
Hit about a third.
Okay.
I think it's gonna hit the red. It might even hit.
Even if you hit this one, it's not bad.
We have a corner.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not helping them, so if it does clip it.
Hoping to do that, but there's a good chance it's going to do that. Really thin, almost on the center line at contact point. I doubt if it'll drag and make the triple, do you?
I don't think so.
Decent.
Even clip one of those back ones would be good.
Yeah, there you go.
That's fine. Nice shot.
Get it out.
And it won't go.
Very good.
Brendan.
So they continue to chase here with Last Rock, Alberta.
Whoa!
Well, it's a quarter for sure.
Go. Get it out. That's fine. Nice shot.
Get it out.
Had to get thicker to not jam it.
Gotta go, Tim.
Line's good. Line's good.
Felt it was a little light out of his hand, Scott Howard.
Got it, curl.
This is a really good chance for wild card.
Weight's close.
Sit 2, tuck this round, just top 4.
You gotta go for distance.
Come on, boys, you got a good one. You got a good one.
Got a good one, fellas.
Go, Tim.
Fully across.
So March now will take it down as far as he can.
Go. Good scrub, boys. Great weight.
And they'll scrub it into the top edge of the 8 to sit 3.
Yeah.
Just had to sweep it early.
Boy, they're brushing for keeps, aren't they? Whoa.
Easy.
Get that double at the back.
Yeah.
It really doesn't matter if you stuff this one. Let's make the roll.
Yeah. I could. Well, maybe board's the call then.
Okay.
I only have like an inch of air.
Yeah, I'd say
Bumper.
Yeah.
The guard's long enough. You've got, just as Darren said, a little bit of air, so bring the weight down so you get a little bit of finish at the end past the guard.
Most teams would try to make the run back double, but then it's wide open for a wild card to hit it. So it's a good call. They're going to try to generate a 2 here by rolling underneath the corner.
Easy.
Well, he made 2 great shots in the last end. Darren Moulding. Can he get across that nose a little bit? Oh, back, and now he got the roll. Not quite underneath. Didn't get rid of both. Still leaves Middaugh and wild card sitting the 1 back edge of the 4.
Yeah, overlap.
Curls another centimeter. It's really good.
Put her in.
Yeah, it's not bad. Which
Good
turn?
call. Feels like an out-turn shot to me.
I like in turn.
Which turn?
It feels like an
If I
out-turn.
leave it light, then he runs it.
In?
Whatever.
Yeah, you know what, Scotty? I think you're
That
right.
should be
Same
pretty
height.
good.
Half buried's pretty good.
Kathy Gundlach's Manitoba against wild card McEwen as they play in 5, and McEwen's deuce in 3 is what's on the board and the difference.
Well, it is, but an opportunity for Jason to get those 2 back. Mike tried a double on his first, just got 1. Jason split the house, and Mike almost made a roll underneath from the other side of the house, but it is open.
Wait's great.
Hard, both.
Gundlach's second Brier appearance. Last year went 5 and 6
Hard, buddy, go.
in Kingston out of
Right to
Morris, Manitoba.
Right to it. Good shot.
I think he said hard before he let go.
So they will go to the break in a 3-3 tie.
It just was a little
Gundlach's tied top of the table in Group A with this Howard team.
Scott sliding deep now. There's a chance here. I think Darren tried to play a little bit of a soft hit roll on top of the shot that Scott just threw.
Lucky it went as far as it did, or it would have set up a double for Darren to sit 2. Oh, that has to
curl.
Curl. You got it. Curl.
Look at it go.
Hard.
No, look at that roll.
So there's the point. Wayne wouldn't have seen that. Like to get Martin to make that thing, honest to goodness, I bet he made that curl 6 inches farther than it normally would have.
Just a great shot by Darren. The right weight.
Yeah, wonderful team shot. Didn't look good all the way down to me. Look at that. Just
right on top.
Keep going. Done now. You can try and do that nose again, but you miss it. It's 3.
What else do you have?
If you just peel it, right? He's probably going to go in somewhere to give me a chance to freeze.
Not terrible.
right?
Yep.
So even if we hit and roll to there,
That's pretty good, yeah.
if I can make it to there with
Stay shot. Yeah, stay
yeah,
shot.
stay shot with peel.
Think she goes?
Oh, it'll go with peel.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a shot then.
Yeah. Out turn, center line.
You know, we
Yeah.
were talking
Try and
the
carve it up.
differences in the game. We mentioned, of course, it's been 2013 was his last appearance
I don't
at the
think
Brier,
I can
and so we're talking, what, 7,
do
8
anything
years. I
really
guess.
good here.
The differences in the game
it's gotta
for Wayne Middaugh. Difference in the stones, the
Peel.
liveliness,
Peel.
difference in the ice. We already mentioned the brushing. What else would there be?
Well, the directional brushing for sure. That's the biggest change. There's no question about it. The ice is very similar, but you're right. The liveliness of these stones, and that's what he needs right here.
Whoa! Yeah! Whoa!
He's really going to try to crush this out of here. Bang, and there's that roll, and he did manage to squeeze it, but it rolls that little bit too far.
Couldn't do much better.
No, that's
No,
pretty
you
good.
Went out
Red
easy.
didn't get out by much.
I mean, you're thinking Darren just made a great hit and roll,
He's still
almost frozen.
He's still got the fastball.
Yeah, that was pretty
If you
nice.
wanted to curl an inch, then you'd nose it.
That went out easy.
I mean, this is a good call, except if they
You
roll.
might leave a double too.
This is just.
This is the shot.
We've played this draw.
Yeah.
We were here to go right to the pin.
We don't need a pile less than that. Even if, yeah, I like that. You like this?
I really like it, yeah.
Just
We
bite
want
the
to bite
forefoot?
four. Yep. Yep. And as long as we get the edge under, we're good.
Yeah. Just bite the forefoot for depth.
I think we want to bite.
Kathy mentioned two teams that are looking for their first wins, and you told us about Jim Cotter now skipping this team, leading 2-1 as they play in 5.
And an opportunity for 2 after Dustin Mickelson's final stone hit and rolled a little bit too far.
Easy,
Jim
guys.
needs to bite the 4.
Easy.
BC out of the Vernon Curling Club. Yukon out of the Whitehorse Curling Club. As we watch
14-2,
Brendan
it should be
Bottcher.
less than the last one.
The deuce now for
red.
BC.
Thanks, guys.
That's good.
Very good.
Sorry, man.
That's good. That's very good.
That's a real good shot.
I think we tell him the same as he
Yeah, just 6 inches higher. Didn't need to curl.
That's okay. That's okay.
And you think it's a bit slower?
It's a hair slower, yeah.
Okay.
This is really all he's got, Russ, to avoid giving up the deuce. Is this freeze?
Yeah,
We just got to get
picking
past the top one.
either red out is tricky, isn't it?
did
I think so. He's not.
last
You
row.
On my draw, yeah?
can't see a lot of either.
Yeah.
Coming this way is close.
Yeah.
And
So
you're
we just-
probably
like I said, we just
jamming
gotta get
right on
past
that
top one.
bundle in the back on the right.
Throw a hit at it. But the same as I threw this way?
Yeah, we think so. Close, yeah.
Okay.
Big shot.
Full 8.
Said ever, you got a good chance of forcing to 1. You bounce off, it's a 3.
Weight's good.
Line's good.
Same weight.
We're going here.
Dave.
Tim right now.
Weight's good.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Wait only.
Line's good. Got
Wait
to curl,
only.
man. Got to curl. Line's
Wait
good.
only. Line's good, doesn't it? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Kathy, 2 blanks in 3 and 4 remains. Northern Ontario with last rock as they play James Granton, and it is Brad Jacobs with that last stone.
Well, James Grattan making 2 very good draws this, and the first one in particular, Brad Jacobs was able to move it over, but it is one of the counting stones right now. And James' final draw coming a little bit deep. That gives the opportunity for a thin double for 2.
Clean. Whoa. Clean. Yeah.
From the Community First Curling Center, Sault Ste. Marie, EJ Harnden got them both. Now, where's it going? And it'll back it up and out. And so it looks like it's just that single at the top, center line in the 12. And so they'll go to the break up 3-1.
They lost it on the brushing there, a little more brushing. Once they knew they had a piece of it, they would have stuck that for
Line's
2
good.
more.
Sweep the weight. Always Brad.
This is a big shot because Wayne's just ripped the heart rate out of them this end with a nice freeze.
Always
And
you,
no
Brad.
deuces
You
yet.
don't have a million
We're a
more.
little tight.
Yeah.
Line's good.
Line's
Needs
good.
4.
Just play the weight. We're good for line.
Line's good.
Time's perfect.
Chuck.
Attaboy.
Wow, what a lovely draw Right to the pinhole. 2 it is. And our first deuce comes just before the break. 3-1 Alberta.
The 2021 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you in part by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. By Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like it. By Home Hardware. Here's how. And by Tim Hortons. Get your Tim's run without the run. Order delivery today through the Tim Hortons app.
Well, we had the 2 blanks to start, and then the first deuce comes in the 5th as Alberta leads it 3-1. And you look for support, and Darren Moulding saying they need to support Brendan Bottcher a little bit more.
And he's been doing it all through the game. I mean, in the 4th, then he made a triple. Now he makes this. This is the shot that set them up for the very first deuce in the game. Doesn't make a mistake on the weight, and then you see Karak here trying to carve it over, makes a perfect hit and roll, and they end up with a deuce this end.
Wayne Middaugh. Game's changed a little bit since the last time he was on the ice. Now handling this team wild card here at the Brier. First time since 2013, as it is Alberta trying to win at Brier after 3 straight silvers. Going now against team wild card and Glenn Howe. Yeah, that's the bob run down just below us here at Canada Olympic Park, and off in the distance the 2 jumps, ski jumps. Some good spring skiing, but it is getting milder. Although towards the end of the week they're saying we could be below freezing again here in Calgary. Let's check the numbers after 5, and yeah, the first deuce, we just got it from Bottcher.
Oh, we did, but you know, Wayne knew he was in tough to start. He didn't have the hammer. You have to figure out how to force. He makes that incredible run back to create the force in the 3rd. Then we see the final deuce, or the first deuce actually, in the 5th by Moulding. Darren Moulding 93%, Scott Howard keeping pace at 88%, but we've got Brendan Bottcher at 100%.
The numbers after 5 are brought to you by AGI, Equipment and Technology Solutions for Agriculture. The Tim Hortons Brier at Winsport Arena on a Monday afternoon. As we go now to 6, and it'll be the Middaugh Howard team with Last Rock here in the 6th, playing the Yellowstone.
Big ad. That's hot. That's hot.
Both teams without hammer applying a ton of pressure, and Darren's saved Alberta a couple times. And when Wayne made that nice freeze, you're thinking, boy, Brendan needs to make this. He's 100%. If he doesn't draw the button, all of a sudden he's only 1 up. He doesn't have hammer. That was a huge draw for 2. They looked shaky in the game against Gundlach.
Real tight.
And we haven't seen them since, but they've got their sea legs.
They look pretty comfortable now. Well, and they're in the position they like, you know, they've talked about getting to the half, having control.
Your line's good.
2-3.
That right there, the first deuce in their last 10
We're a little tight.
chances tells you that, yeah, maybe the game is coming together.
We should come down in here.
And they've talked about not taking a lot of risks the first half too, so they'll play it a little bit more open.
Curl.
They did that
That's good. That's good.
2 ends ago when Tim March tried to freeze and went really deep. And then they just, instead of guarding,
Yeah.
they said, no, we're not going to get into a mess without hammer, and they worked their way out of it.
Well, and I think you go back on history to them, and you know, Brendan's talked about it, Darren, when it seems when they get down in the first half, they can never come back. For some reason, they're not a good comeback team, so get to the half without a lot of damage.
Line's good. Wait's there.
Good. Line's good.
Line's good. Line's good.
Scott.
Wait's there.
Scott. Go, Scott. Go, Scotty.
They went back west to the Brier last year, and Darren said to me that they were never down more than 1 point in a game the entire Brier until the final.
Really?
Yep, which they lost.
Yeah, and they had a bad start in the final of all times. Yeah.
That's incredible.
8's fast though.
It's good speed.
Top
Yeah,
12.
it's the 3 losses is what everybody remembers because it's the biggest game of the year. But if this team quits tomorrow, they've had a great career to have 3 silver medals at the Canadian Championship. But look at the teams out here. To get to the final, you've done something. They were, what, 11-1 last year?
They were.
They had the problem, too. Hey, I think of Buffalo Bills, what was it, 4 straight Super Bowls and never winning. And that's the first question probably Jim Kelly or any of those always get.
Okay,
4 of them? Really?
Okay.
That's all. That's the question you want to put out of everyone's mind.
Yes. I said the other day, if they get to another Brier final, they'll go through hell in that game until they, get to a win, and media will be all over it. It'll be something they're just going to have to deal with mentally.
That's really good.
Oh, mine. I just thought yours was 2 feet. I thought it came down 2 feet. A foot or 2 shorter than
Brad Gushue would peel at this point. He'd open things up. Wayne Middaugh's thinking this later in the end.
Line's good.
T.
Line's good.
T.
Well then.
Back 4.
Well then.
Too much.
Back 4.
Tim.
No. Okay.
Tim.
Try, Tim. Keep trying.
Tim March.
Keep trying. Go.
Look at the weight he puts on that broom.
That's not scary, isn't it?
And we'll unlock the angle, push it a little further in behind. So Alberta's hitting the 2 without last rock.
Rolling right into ours is good.
Oh, there he is. That's Brendan Bottcher, of course. And this is what he has done, this team has done with the 3 second-place finishes. And then in 17, their first appearance was really a learning experience for them. They're always in notoriously slow starters, too, at the Brier. I think they've always dropped their opener.
Hard. Good, whoa.
Overcooked it.
It's a good shot. Very good.
Pushes it out in the other. So 4 or 5 times they've lost that opener at the Brier.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Run her back.
Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Get 2 corners
If
out
you
of
hit
it.
it 3 quarters, did not the back Reds go?
Okay. This way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure he's that convinced in this.
No. Wayne has other plans. He's got the back double there, and then there's 2 yellow in there compared to 1. He's got an angle raise.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Oh,
right off.
That's the only issue, Russ, I would see with the team and a new skip, even though they know each other, is the difference in strategy and what you would do in a normal game. They're not used to each other.
Right.
So, and Wayne has a plan.
And I'm a little biased. I was lucky enough to play with Wayne for a long time, but it's Wayne Middaugh.
That's pretty tough for them to use.
Bad leg or not, it's still Wayne
They could get one
Middaugh.
under, but you should be able to
Just
dig
follow
it out.
along.
Yeah. Yeah, oh boy.
What are we throwing here? Are we trying to see it yet?
No, I think we just peel it out.
All right.
Bit of bad break to be fair for the young guys, but it was risky run back. That's the cool part about the sport, I think. Is you maybe your skills start to diminish later on, but you might get smarter in other ways, right? And then it's you can hang in there for a long time.
Oh, you can out-strategize.
he says a triple here. Where is it?
Yeah, thin on the top one, really thin. It's very close to being there.
He's got an easy one to force us, though.
Then make the hit roll behind.
Sorry? Make that double.
Whatever you like.
Is the triple there?
Close. Make this one, I guess.
Okay. Half?
Are you looking to bail and get out of this, Cheryl?
Well, yeah, I think so. You want to make sure you have your shot for one, even if you tie up the game. Blank would be preferable because you're not setting up for a deuce.
Hard, Dave!
Nice shot.
Hi, boy,
Very
Scotty.
nice. Good week for Scotty so far. 88 in this game. 88 for the week, I think.
You know, further to your point, though, Russ, you were saying
Do you
that
like easy with the intern?
they have to, the rest of the team has to adapt to Wayne. You know, I always think about Wayne Gretzky when he wanted to coach. And what frustrated him was that the players couldn't do what he saw.
Yes.
And doesn't Wayne then have to adjust a little bit too?
Yeah, no, that's well said. There's no question about it. You know, Wayne was blessed to be on some awfully good teams. Graham McCarroll and Tetley and Glenn, you know, we had our little run. It's sometimes you maybe you're asking something that is comfortable for the guy in the hack.
Yeah, I played it a little cute.
Chance here for Team Wildcard to get out of it. You make the double here. Try and start next stand and get your deuce.
Wasting no time is Scott Howard.
Really hard.
Great look. Great look here.
Well, they were trying to hit that high side.
Hey, Scotty.
Yeah, plan B there.
Never got out to it.
Look, this I obviously know Scotty very well in the front end. They're no fools either when it comes to strategy. And, but
if you were to know,
right now I think they're maybe trying to help Wayne a little bit, which maybe might take them out of their concentration.
If you roll over there, he's going to roll under. So it's kind of depends what you want.
Just nose it and give him the double if he
I
makes
think
it.
so, and if he makes it, it's a blank, right?
And if he rolls out on the double, right, then we can always go around there at the end. Yeah.
The only thing is we don't want to roll here where he can make the double and roll.
We want to nose it.
Yeah.
I like the intern because with the intern we could actually cross it a millimeter too.
Yep. With like easy.
Yeah.
Okay. You got
Really good thinking. You think, you know, sit two, who cares? But if you roll to there, that might set up a perfect angle for Wayne to play the double and get over here.
Yeah, I think nose is good.
Nose here, give
So
him the
stay
double.
on the left side of center line here, and as
If he makes the
Darren
double.
said, if he makes it, he makes it.
He'll only have one
Nose
way to
hit.
make it though too, otherwise we might be able to draw at the end.
Yeah.
Just easy.
So many teams you watch, Cheryl, maybe not at this level, but so many teams you watch that just hit it. But no, that's not good enough here. He has to keep it on the left side.
Oh, yeah, and Wayne wants to do so. You could see him going around a corner if you rolled out or anything like that.
Clean, yeah.
And they'll run it through.
Picture perfect.
Good shot.
I was playing that a little cute.
Yukon has picked up a single to close. It remains Northern Ontario leading New Brunswick. And a blank in 6. 3-3 tie, Manitoba and McEwen.
Wayne might not whip this because even if you ever make the double and roll out, and they're going around that corner, I guess.
Whoa, Tim. Really
Still has such a smooth delivery.
It's butter, isn't it? Look out.
Yep.
Not that. So stuffed it, leaves it right there, Alberta.
Intern draw should be good.
Yeah, again, for the young players out there that they're working on that pop release, and I'm not saying it's
That's the
wrong
other
at
side.
all.
Over went for it.
Especially with really sharp rocks. But give this a try. Just let it go like you'd let go a guard.
That's 5.5 feet.
You just need some leg drive.
The broom last. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we want to get it out there.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
Split
This
the rings,
spot
I guess.
holds a little early, so.
Not
I
what
bet we'll
Middaugh
be
wanted.
finishing.
No, that was
the
not
side
a
of the
good one.
4-foot.
Blank or deuce.
Is it, how high is that? Yeah, I guess.
If we go top 4, he's going to take a crack at it.
Yeah. All right. Let's put it in a good spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, top 4, they're talking that Wayne would probably look at playing the double for the blank.
Right
A lot of respect here.
You think just as fast as my draw where I drew?
Yeah, your second draw. The second draw.
Yeah.
Smart on Bottcher's part, though, eh? They're not saying, well, this old guy with a limp, they're taking him dead serious here. Sorry, Wayne.
The way he's playing.
T, top 4. T.
Line's good. Whoa.
Weight's
Line's
good.
good.
So T-line, I guess.
Back.
Yeah. Whoa.
Back 4.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, they wanted it even.
That's got to die.
No even.
Sliding.
Back 4 back. Okay.
That's fine.
Sorry.
Sorry, Wayne.
It felt like it was grinding in a little on me.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah. Everything's
Sorry.
Well, we got to play scoreboard, right?
Yeah. Time. Time up.
Boy.
Wayne looked at just hitting and sticking for his one, and Scotty said, hey, what about this double and try and roll the shooter out?
No?
I like taking one.
Thinking about it, I thought if you had a chance, but like, what are the odds?
You can talk me.
You gotta stick it, and you hit it and spin out.
Yeah, like it's very hit like either you're going to make it or you're probably going to spin out.
This is 6, right?
Yeah.
Get one. Get one. We're down. You force them in 7. You get 2 and 8. We're laughing.
Okay.
I would hate the double. It was a more guaranteed blank.
It's not a guaranteed blank. I don't. First of all, I think we get our one here. We force them in 7. Get 2 and 8. Force them in 9, 2 and 10. We win the game.
Okay.
Okay. We're gonna steal.
Draw the pin, buddy.
Okay.
Are you thinking draw or hit?
Hit. Yeah.
He's a pretty good coach, too.
Turn board.
Yep.
Coached Muirhead for a while. No, this is absolutely the right call.
Totally.
You're playing Bottcher here. You try the slash double there. You roll across the top, which is what probably will happen with that particular angle. And now it's 4-1.
Really yep.
Totally? Are you a valley? What did you? Totally.
He's trying to separate himself from Wayne and Glenn.
What valley in Alberta did you come from? Oh, totally. Idle stone and facing 2.
Solid board. Wait's good.
Whoa, clean.
Pound solid.
Whoa.
Straighter side.
Dave, really got to go for nose. Really got to go. You need more. More.
Oh, and he does sit right there. Great save by David Mathers to pick up the single. Nice shot. Totally. Center line guard goes up from Middaugh. Around comes Team Alberta, Bottcher, under the beams here of a beautiful Winsport Arena. On this Monday afternoon, 3-2, Alberta leads it. And if the game plan works for the Howard team, it's all about now holding them to a single and get that hammer back.
Over and off.
In the 8th, try for the deuce.
Over and off.
Alberta leads it 3-2, and they do have the hammer playing the Redstone.
Nice shots, Tim.
Well, that will be the trick, and why you're seeing these double center guards is forcing Alberta, but forcing them not to 2 or 3 here. It's always the tough end.
Carrick a hair deep there, which is not ideal, but yeah, you're exactly right. They're going to be looking at 2 buried here. This is where the front ends can make such a difference. Carrick gets us in a great spot, and it's trouble for Middaugh.
Line's good.
It's the same draw that Brendan made in the 5th to get his deuce.
Top port. To my broom.
It's little, maybe.
Come on, buddy. Gotta go.
Line's good.
Gotta go. Good shot.
Pretty good.
3-1, Northern Ontario leading New Brunswick and James Granton as they play in 6.
Well, the Yellowstone that you saw, that his shot was James' first one, and when Jacobs wasn't able to make his second to cover this, this is the attempted double in the crotch for 4.
Wow, look at that. Oh, goodness. For 4. The team from Mcdonald. As they put 4 on the board.
Oh, you're so excited to go over there and say that.
Line's really good.
Back 4.
Still have my Mcdonald Fire Department t-shirt.
Yeah, I remember that.
I do.
Come on, Tim. Go, Tim. Go.
On around they go.
Great shot.
Look at that. Davey. Frozen. Back 4.
Shot, Davey.
That was the problem with the opening come around deep for Alberta. Oh, so good. And with that high speed, got it out of the way for the most part.
It's incredible. You had to hit a lot of that stone. They were stacked so nicely. There wasn't a lot of angle there.
I think we're straight guarding
I don't
the
love
red.
that.
Or do you straight guard the yellow?
I think you guard this one.
Okay. I don't mind that. Halfway-ish, or red's not killing us?
Halfway's good.
Is in there. It's gone. Yellow's gone.
It's okay. Then we still got our center guard.
Yeah.
Just past halfway, Davey. Yeah. 7 off those.
Only concern here with this guard Russ
good.
is I could see a run back on that top red roll behind the corner, and the double 2 back are gone.
And if they throw it hard enough, they'll kill that yellow one that's frozen. Yeah, true.
No, we're not.
Right to my broom.
We're there.
Not sure I know what the other option would be, but
Go then. Whoa.
A little higher
Real
if you
good.
can.
Looks like it's here. Looks like it's here.
there.
Whoa,
Stop,
whoa,
stop,
whoa,
stop,
whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, good shot.
Your broom is right there.
that's pretty good. I thought they were going to have it a little bit more to the right.
3/4.
Okay.
Grant Thiessen.
Yep.
Close, close.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Good shot.
Oh my gosh, how good is that?
And another corner guard.
Oh,
Real good pair.
Wow, is that ever? That's great. Yeah, and you have reason to smile. How good.
Yep. Whoa.
Good shot.
that's the only difference for Wayne is back when he played with me, the only guy that could do that was him. What 2 pistols?
Just
Weight's
well
good.
thrown.
Yep.
Weight's good.
Yep.
Whoa!
Now, Cheryl, you can't,
Yep.
if you're Middaugh and wildcard, you can't let that take you out of the goal, and that was the force
Good
here.
weight,
So
Scott. It's okay with nose, though.
were they looking for that roll in behind that corner, or what's the plan now?
Well, they would like to, because that would bring about
it
the
somewhere in
force.
the forefoot.
But again, now with those 2 corners that
Easy.
Brad was able to generate with those run backs, it's risky. Because Alberta's got the 4-foot wide open. There's really no risk to them. Wildcard will have to
Like
take
hair down.
a risk to force.
Just a hair.
And they don't have a center guard.
Clean.
Close.
Yep.
Yep.
Clean.
Stay close. It's
Clean.
down.
Yep. Clean.
I like this call too. So many teams would try to roll buried, but it's behind the tee line. The other team welds one in. That's it. So.
Yeah, Wayne would be so excited if you rolled behind that.
Right?
Board.
How's up? Same weight?
Board.
More or less weight?
Just board. Same as your last one.
Yeah, see, there's the newness factor coming in.
Fair
Right?
more.
He's not quite sure on
Right
more.
Right off.
his idea of a board is.
And was the last one I threw actually board.
Hard, Tim.
Hard, Tim.
Hard, Tim.
Hard, Tim. You got it.
Tim March.
Hard, Tim.
Hard, Tim. You got it. Go.
And they'll get it behind that long one, but we said there's so much curl in the ice, it's almost invisible up there. In a 3-3 tie playing 7, they blanked 6.
Yeah, it's
and
gotten a little straighter out here, so
it's
it should.
McEwen team wild card with Last Rock as they play Jason Gundlach. It's an all Manitoba battle here.
It is. You just referred to the blank last end, Vic. That was only because Adam Casey made a triple and Jason made a double. So there's been lots of rocks in play, but a chance here for Mike. He is already lying 1. Jason froze onto the face of that shot stone on his final, facing 3. So this is a draw to the 4-foot for 2.
I got perfect.
Meanwhile,
Probably
they get rid of that stone, and it's now wide open house as they get ready to play Skip Stones in our featured game.
Got to get a good chunk of the 4.
Derek Samogalski, Colin Hodgson on the brush. You can hear Reed Carruthers needing a good piece of the 4.
Job.
And there it is. Good job.
2.
Team McEwen looking very comfortable.
They are.
You know it's
He
good.
is looking very
Is he?
comfortable.
Well, just that smile. That's a confident looking smile that we just saw there from Mike McEwen out of the West St. Paul Curling Club.
Yeah. I want to hit the rings. How's that? How's that?
Draw the 8-foot. Speed's close.
Yeah. Same as what I was throwing coming this way.
That's in the ballpark. Yeah, speed's good up the middle.
Slight error there, rollout by Darren.
Whoa.
Back 4. Play the line. Wait's okay.
Airtight.
You gotta go for the line.
Okay, whoa.
How's weight?
Easy.
Whoa. How's the weight?
T back 4. T back 4. Back 4.
Off.
Back 8.
Dave's rock.
There,
You got to be a full rock behind.
Yep.
Oh, and behind they are, and they just slip back T-line.
Would have been pretty good. Good deal.
Good shot. Yeah.
We've talked a lot about the brushing on this
Gotta make
particular
sure
ice and how you have to anticipate things, and it can make you look foolish. It can really make you if you don't get there.
I think the one thing I have seen more so is that the brushers just keeping the brooms down, most certainly as the game goes on down the slide path, because if you don't have your brooms down, it's almost like you can't save it, Vic.
Same weight, Brendan.
Those are the things you learn as you move into this event a little deeper.
Yeah, we have 14.5 on that one.
But if you're Middaugh at the moment, Russ, you have to be happy with that, because now you've got him chasing.
Yeah, no question. The blank is probably gone, so that's job number one, and then they're working on a steal.
That low light.
Okay. Line's good. Room.
Easy.
Room.
Go ahead.
We can wait.
Go ahead. Line's good.
Bottcher, as he does a few paces out,
We can wait.
then he'll sit and watch and leave it up to Thiessen.
Close.
Whoa.
And
Wait's
Carrick
Wait,
Martin.
wait, right here. Right
Line's
here.
great. Yeah. Hard line.
They left it now. See, they left it just that little bit. Do they have anything left in that stone to get it there? Wow.
Spectacular spot.
Real good.
And that's all brushing at the end. I didn't even think they were going to get it there.
Oh, boy. Fantastic shot.
Oh, is it ever?
Wait's close.
A half an inch from disaster, too.
Wait, wait, right here.
Any lighter, and then he just splits the rings.
But, you know, you said one of the best brushing front ends in the game right now, because that looked like it was lost, and they were able to save it.
And just that,
Even if you take
that
it
could
like
put
this.
that extra point on the board. They do it. They do it often.
Pick it clean.
Get something to the rings that you don't think would even get there.
Roll out. He's like, we're shot.
To pick that clean, I got to hit nothing.
Like, I'd rather you tick it and roll out than do that. You know what I mean? Like, he moves this to here.
If I roll to here, I've jammed it anyways.
Correct, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I've missed it anyways. So
You can roll anywhere to the 8-foot.
is it easier to try and pick it?
No, I don't like to pick it. I like...
Okay, so I was here with that weight, and that's about where he threw his too.
I think you just need a little bit more than backline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that
is
enough?
real close.
Is that enough?
It's a long...
4-2. BC leads it. Oh, goodness. That's
would
a
you rather be?
very lonely little Yukon yellow in there.
It is. That yellow stone at the back was Dustin's attempt to get another stone in there just so that this shot wasn't possible. Just off nose, yellow goes for 5.
You mentioned the news of Jim Cotter now skipping this team. Does he look more comfortable?
He does. Some of the difficulty have been through the order. He's made relatively simple shots.
Clean.
Middaugh's blast is on its way. Bang, and got a set down. And it'll be close. 4 for sure. Now, can you just chip this by, avoid the jam? Oh, I don't know.
I
think he did it.
It does look like yellow.
Yeah, those are good for sure.
If he did, you better thank Tim March.
At the end of the end.
No kidding.
He has brushed this game.
I think it's 4. That's 4.
Four it is, they've decided.
Again, I thought I was.
That curled so early, I thought they'd just give up on it.
Scott wanted to say
I'm thinking
roll.
Close to the sheet, you're not going to have contact.
It's money.
Yeah, that's right.
You're only going to
Yeah,
have contact.
that's yellow. You're right.
Yeah. Go for one, just easy.
Just for one.
Playing a thin double.
And that would be job done.
How do you can't even give up a steal though, right? What?
The brushing and the
How do you
throw.
give up a steal if you just try it?
Brilliant to avoid the deuce.
It's too thin to give it a run.
Okay.
In this situation. Easy.
Around the beat.
You
Crazy
held,
good
yeah,
pressure.
it made the jump and then you held it, but I think
Yeah, it made the jump and you held it.
That's right. That's the difference. Back when you were using hair brooms and not understanding the direction of brushing, you don't make that shot.
Well, I don't want to roll over top, guys.
Watch out.
I didn't know. We're good. You were playing a double.
There you go. That's good enough for the single.
Like,
Alberta will get the 1 here in 7, but that is exactly the game plan of Middaugh. 4-2 Alberta leads it.
There's just a real joy of being at a Brier that I think comes out. I think it's something about French Quebec culture too that's very joie de vivre, very much on enjoying the moment and enjoying life. So for us, just the chance to get out and do what we love is amazing.
Putting on the Nova Scotia jacket for the first time, I felt some pride doing that, and I'm really excited to represent Nova Scotia. But I think the most important thing for us is to get into our game plan right away and be firing all cylinders.
And that is our feature when we join you tonight. Games from Pool B. Scott Mcdonald, the former Ontario champion of a couple of years back, taking over the skipping duties for Jamie Murphy, who could not be here. Comes in with the record of 2-2. And how about Mike Fournier out of Quebec at 3-1. And again, surprising some people at this year's Tim Hortons Brier. All the territorial flags, provincial flags, hanging here at Winsport Arena as we welcome you back. We go to the 8th on this Monday afternoon. And it is a wild card, the Middaugh Howard team with Last Rock playing the Yellowstones.
Oh, Wayne single-handedly created that force that was looking like a deuce for the last 4 shots.
Line's good.
Again, he has to be just loving the brushing. You heard them say in the break that broke early, and then Tim marched just head down and somehow saved it. Beautiful shot to force.
Gotta bite the line. Gotta bite the line.
I'm not sure Tim's loving the brushing.
Good scrub. It's a good shot.
It's like Wayne's found a new toy. This brushing thing is really awesome.
Good. Yeah. They're running.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Right off.
Whoa.
Yep. Yep. Get
March,
lucky.
run it back.
Nice.
Oh,
Attaboy,
wonderful as Mathers gets them all.
Rock's good. Okay.
Beautiful curling shot.
Am I in? Yeah.
Okay.
Half, 2/3.
Landing gear.
Yeah!
Come on.
Yeah! Hard!
Looked wounded when it was landing, huh?
All right. That's not bad.
Not bad, but not great. You can get around that now. It's really 2 guards.
This is just timing issues early, and it's early in the season. Sometimes you come out so hard and your foot kicks out too far underneath you and you're just off balance.
And he actually has a little bit of a, looks like almost Teflon tape on the toe of his shoe to give him some extra, sort of reducing the drag even more.
Reduce the friction.
Also reduces stability.
Felt pretty close, Tim.
Top 8. Easy, don't kill the line.
Top 8, tons of line. Weight's
Easy,
real
Tim.
good.
Easy, Tim.
Scott.
Weight's real good.
Weight's there.
T.
Okay.
Scott, lay some licks on it.
Scott, still.
T back 4.
Scott.
Scott, you got it.
Well, of course, that was a huge 4 put on the board by New Brunswick. And look at this, more pressure by James Granton on Brad Jacobs.
Well, Northern Ontario taking chances, trying to find a way to freeze, and Brad Jacobs' final freeze attempt was not frozen, and that was removed by James, and that is why New Brunswick lies 3. This is the nose hit for the single.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Brian Harnden. And nice brush right to it to pick up the single.
Yeah, 1 red. That wasn't worth trying. That's crazy to try that. Yeah, freeze.
We can just, if you freeze, it's like that rock sign there.
Yeah. 13-8, something like that.
14 will get there.
Easy to overthrow these. It's very quick inside out.
Good.
And you're going to a back rock.
Yeah.
Line's good.
Okay. Well, hair heavy.
Line's good.
Just a little bump.
Well,
Not bad.
Close.
Not bad.
Whoa,
Little bump
whoa, whoa,
still.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Hair, yes, tiny bump.
It's got a curl.
Okay.
Line's getting good. Line's good now. Line's good.
Okay.
It's a good shot, Darren.
Good. That's a good spot.
Okay.
14-5.
Wonderful game. Great game, really, by both
Cross
thirds.
it is
but
great.
boy,
If you move it an
Boldy
inch,
made
it's great.
some wonderful shots early.
Calling it normal,
I
boys?
think Darren was talking about having he had quite a bit of time. We all did this year. Worked out a lot, trained, felt a lot stronger. Delivery's a little bit more stable.
You really got to go for line.
Gotta go.
Wait's good.
Gotta go. Really hard.
Hard, Tim.
Really hard, Tim.
Come on, Tim.
Never stop, Tim.
Hard, Tim.
Okay, you're through the rings now.
Hard, Tim. Hard, Tim. Hard, Tim. Good.
Goodness
Never stop,
gracious.
Beauty. Never stop.
March. Now
Never
Mathers. Can they hold this up? Oh, dear.
Okay. Wait, was me. Sorry, guys.
Good sweeping, Timmy.
Thanks.
I think Tim needs a raise.
Oh, my goodness.
He has swept so
Nice,
many
Scotty.
post to post.
They have to play it down there.
It's a little scary going there, but sure.
Well,
What
Any
happens
doubles
if-
always, any
Double
double
always
this
jams,
way
which
is
is
never
good,
good,
Yeah.
right?
Okay. Middle A.
Yeah. And they mean thinking
double
side of the
jams.
4-foot over here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I like it.
You
I
could
didn't
cap
see
this
they
too. You
bumped
could
those
go
back.
top 8.
I-
Don't have
I'm-
to bury.
I was thinking that exact shot.
Scotty's got tremendous power for he can jump across to the sheet and unlock that yellow
Line's
one.
good.
You gotta go.
Get this in the right
Gotta go.
spot.
Come on. Come on. Head down.
That's
Come on,
not
never
heavy.
stop. Hard. Hard. Come on. Come on.
Holding up and barking at Thiessen and Martin.
Go, 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 go.
Straight.
Hard. Come on, buddy.
Can you get it there?
16 and a half.
Okay.
The worst part about that, it was right down the middle.
Just trying to be too perfect, huh?
Yeah, and the slide path, you know, this time of the
This
game,
didn't
it
give
seems
it
to get a
any.
little bit more grabby.
Slide.
And it makes you look worse, really. You throw that anything outside
Is
edge
this
of
terrible?
12, and it's there.
Yeah, if he sees any of it, he goes across the top.
same shot's pretty good.
Did-
Do you
like-
want to just sit 3 and like
Sure.
just
You ever
move
play
this
with
just to
hack?
here?
That's what I was wondering.
We'll
Yeah,
have to right there.
that's what I'm wondering. Can you get a little bit inside on
yeah.
it and get partly buried? You know, it gives him a draw down to it, but don't make a mistake.
make it.
Don't make a mistake. He might even go over there.
What about this with hack?
Oh, because then you lose this
No.
one.
It's okay, you sit
And then
two.
he just makes the double. No, you might as well
Okay.
sit 3. I like that shot.
You leave him triple.
Try and throw
like,
hack?
Just,
No, like I'm trying to get low, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you listen to the guy who's out of breath.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly here.
his head's probably not.
pound all the way.
He's
No.
gasping
Yeah,
for
it's
air.
the same line, just 4 feet more weight.
Yep, I agree.
You threw it right there.
Okay.
That's where you threw it. Okay?
The way Wayne's playing, he's seeing the game. I would just stay out of Wayne's way.
100%.
You were T-line on your hand on the last one. So.
I'm just gonna this is a line shot, right? So
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you 4 feet more.
Yep.
You might have to sweep for a long way, but
4 feet more is probably back 8 out of your hand.
that's all you need.
Okay. I'll let him know wait then.
Huge chance
Okay, so
here.
whisker more weight.
You got the weight, boys. You got the weight.
Pound,
Tim.
pound more weight.
Whoa!
Weight's good.
Off.
Line's good.
No, it's got to
Scott
curl.
Howard.
Line's good.
Nice
Minimum
soft weight.
weight.
This should
Line's
finish.
good.
Perfect.
Needs to get
Line's
across
good.
the nose
Right
just
there.
a little
Yep.
bit on
Right
that
there.
low
Go.
side, as they say.
Go, Tim, hard. Harder,
Now
Tim.
again,
Harder.
March.
On the
How
red,
much
Davey,
does
on the
he
red,
have
Davey.
left,
On the
Mr.
red,
March?
Davey.
Oh, and
Shot.
enough to push it back. And is it? They're sitting 2, and is it 3?
It is, I think.
Just lost
What a
it.
great shot.
But that's pretty good. if it chaps at 5, it's good. But that's pretty good. Hey. Yeah.
Sit 3.
Sitting 3's good.
That's a really good shot.
On the red, Davey. On the red, Davey.
And then having to do the ballet to get around the stones, the corner guards.
Alberta can't make a mistake.
Oh, they could lose the game right here. Is he going to tap that and leave a wall, or is he just going around the corner? You imagine he has to tap it. A little more ice than Wildcard had.
Brendan Bottcher looking a lot more comfortable in his game.
Just for weight.
Lean it.
Losing line.
Still curling 100%. Thiessen now. Martin now. Trying to save it for the skipper.
Keep going, boys. Keep going. Keep going.
Oh, and they are the shot wrong.
Yeah, Wayne can get at
Buried,
that, though.
eh?
It's good.
Good.
Great game being
Yeah,
thrown
good,
by Bottcher.
good scrub.
Yeah, as long as you
against
stay on
the,
it. Yeah, we
man,
stay
he
shot.
said he grew up
As long as we
watching
stay shot, it's
Wayne
pretty
Middaugh.
good.
The
So,
player numbers are brought to you
just
by New
outside
Holland,
center.
proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Well, we think it's at 2 if I move it now. Right? I don't know. It's not going very far. No. I'd have to throw it pretty hard to sit 2. Like, I'd have to throw hack. Because this one comes into here.
It does, yeah.
And that one goes out. We'd sit 2. Right?
Like, if you hit that right on the nose, this is going through the... Like, you're losing
can't
8
throw it-
You're losing 8 foot,
You
though,
can't
boys.
throw a lot of weight to hit it on the nose.
Yeah.
Pretty
All
easy.
I'm saying is if I throw, like, backline or hack and hit basically what I can see, we sit 2.
But if you freeze
This
it right here, what does he play?
Freeze.
You can't lock it, then you blast it.
Then you blast. Yep. I just wanted, yeah.
So you got to get the line, yeah.
Right there. We got to get the line.
Yep.
So I'm going to try and throw the same as you, because that's
Okay.
where yours got to. Just keep it high side.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, Berta was trying to do
That's
is move
just
that
inside
one
edge of the
back,
button. No, edge
have
of
the red
floor.
run a little bit straighter, and there would have been like a wall, and Wayne couldn't do anything about it. But now he can tap that and sit 2, maybe as many as 4, depending on how hard. But I think he's going to throw it soft enough to stay on top.
Sounded like it.
And then it's hard for Bottcher to freeze.
So like the last end, my last shot, I was back line-ish.
Worst thing you can do
Yeah, that
here
would be
is
back line,
tick
that's
and roll
better.
open
Yeah, that's still
and leave
the same here?
a
Yeah.
yellow pocket.
Same here.
That should be pretty close, so I want to get her back there.
Back
Okay.
eight. Back eight!
Wait,
No, it's
no.
more than that. Back 12! Through the
His
house!
first.
And eat! Through the house!
Whoa!
Yep.
Yep. Back 12!
It'll curl.
Whoa.
Stay close.
Yes!
Yes, hard line.
Now you got to believe it here. The Brushers and again Mark.
Tim, go! Go! You need more!
Harder, Tim.
Go,
Tim. Harder, Tim.
Go, Tim!
Harder!
Go,
Harder!
Tim!
Oh dear.
It's warped. Your shot.
Your shot?
Boy, with that much weight, that really hooked on him.
They believe their
It's not
shot.
sweeping, eh?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Very
Well,
close.
the only thing we can't do is leave an in off this way, right?
Like we could go here. Okay.
They just swept it.
Well, I'm seeing lots of red,
are.
and belongs, of course, to Manitoba's Jason Gundlach, Kathy.
Well, Jason Gundlach just threw a 5-second hummer down there and hit an angle, and he picked out 2 McEwen stones that were buried perfectly on the button to leave himself lying 3. That yellow stone that Jason's now taking aim at was the attempted freeze of Mike's that bounced off. This is a hit for 4.
Easy! Easy, easy, clean.
You know, the weight that he can throw is...
Right to
Nothing
it, right to
safe.
it, yep.
No.
Clean, clean, clean. Great throw,
And
Jay.
he's throwing 94% on his takeouts, and there they are. Wow.
Great end, guys. Great end. You guys were awesome.
The Morris Manitoba
we play
Curling
just-
Club. Gundlach's along with Adam Casey, Matt Wozniak, and Connor Negevin.
It's like his only shot for 2, right?
My only worry is we play the freeze and do that.
Well, I'm not playing the freeze. They're like, just block the tick anywhere. The pick.
Do you think he'll ever throw that?
Yeah, he could. That's it. No, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You got to play the come around, don't you?
I think so. And that was, they called it first.
Why?
Oh, there's
You think it'll be nice?
Don Bartlett coming out.
I don't know about the path, but I agree.
Timeout.
That was actually the first shot I saw for a safe one. Do we think if it's going to be nice out there?
It'll be a couple feet heavier, probably.
It shouldn't be too
It's
bad.
not going to be too bad.
Like you can go top 8 to back 8, but you got a 8 foot, 6
That's
foot,
true.
right?
Yeah.
All you got to do is bite the 8
Where's
foot.
our ice for that? Like, we're going here.
Edge 12 is going to get us close.
This is a bit straighter side.
I think they agree that this is the shot, just how to get there.
That is 2, 4.
Right?
That's like 5 feet.
Yeah, nobody's been that
I think
wide.
that's a good call, yeah.
Nice
Get
to
some
see
8
Don
foot,
Bartlett
boys.
always won those 2 championships, of course, with
I don't
Kevin
think it's gonna be
Martin and
super
a
heavy over
gold
here.
medal as well in '91.
It's not going to be super heavy.
They talked about
If
playing
anything, at the end
freeze,
of
but
the
if they
game,
ever
out
did
wide's been
that,
it's been fresh.
Yeah.
Like it's been nice.
it's 5.
Like anything with a 14, we should get there.
Okay. Yeah, and we don't have to cut that guard close. We just got to hit the 8 foot.
Yeah, we don't have to be anywhere near the guard.
I assume they don't want to play the other turn because Darren came up quite a bit light, so they're a little spooked about going down the middle, but this is a guess.
Remember how straight this was, so it could be a little faster without the curl.
Right, straighter side too.
A little heavy.
Whoa.
Newfoundland, Labrador, and Nova Scotia were his perfect games.
Weight's good. Just
All weight.
We're there.
A little heavy.
Yeah, a little heavy. Oh, never.
I think it's
Line's good. Line's good.
Oh, no, we don't need to finish.
Nice shot.
No, it's good. Good.
Huge shot. Wayne could have picked that red one.
That should be us.
Good.
Good shot.
Nice.
Yeah, I know.
Did Darren just say he thinks it's them?
Oh, and New Brunswick has just picked up the single
Yeah, sure.
against Northern Ontario to
By
go
nothing.
up by a couple.
Where's the nail?
That's James Granton against Brad Jacobs out of Sault Ste. Marie.
Unfortunately.
Is it worth it just to play this and take the measure? Like, you got half.
Yeah, it's dead buried.
I don't like what I
It's
see.
dead
I
buried.
think it's actually red.
I don't like what I see. It's close.
Gomer, what do you guys think?
I think it's red.
I do too.
Darren did too.
Yeah, I wish I thought differently.
It's funny because originally when it stopped, everybody thought it was yellow. Then they started looking at it.
Out turn draw. Yeah.
And you can hear the frustration, huh? They thought something was building here
Haven't
for
thrown this, Tim.
Middaugh and Team Wildcard.
Same? Yeah. 2 feet maybe.
Alberta stayed away from this draw, Vic. They could have easily put that Bottcher shot where they did with this turn, but they think it's softening up a little bit here. So
Yeah?
Yeah.
Team Middaugh's got to be careful in the brush here.
It's going to be in the slide path early, eh? It's going to be in the slide path early. Tight one down.
So the front end just reminding themselves.
Piece of the 4.
Maybe fudging up a little bit, flattening out.
You gotta go.
And Middaugh's last. So we're thinking it's a draw certainly against one.
You gotta go. Keep going.
Back 8 foot, so he needs the 4. Could be the draw against 2.
Keep going.
Here comes Scott Howard. This is a big carry.
Go,
Mark
go,
just
Dig,
has
go,
to give
buddy,
up
go,
on this.
Dig.
Poor guy is just...
Come on, go, Dig, go, 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 go,
Can you get it a little bit more? No, and he'll come up light.
Not enough.
One it is.
No, not enough. Good scrub, boys. Sorry.
That's the slide path catching them.
So Alberta will pick up a big steal of 1. Goes without saying that is a huge point given up by Team Middaugh. Wild card. That game plan of theirs worked until that, holding them to the single and 7, hoping to get the deuce and giving up the steal instead. So Alberta, nicely played. Lead 5-2, and it is Middaugh and the wild card team for the Penetanguishing Curling Club. They do have Last Rock playing the Yellowstone.
Oh, it was a scary end though for Bottcher last end. He doesn't make that freeze on his first. And even now you're also pushed out into a new path on your second to make that draw.
Yeah, Wayne's first, he had the perfect weight. For some reason, it over curled. If he stays high side, he can score, I don't know, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it's a steal. That Wayne just got caught in the path there. Brendan was smart enough to go out in the good stuff and play the wide side, and the Brushers could put it wherever they want. They couldn't drag it down the middle.
Shot, Tim.
Shot, Tim.
Two, 3.
Yeah, he's running it, so 2.
Yeah.
Brad Thiessen.
Liver tight.
I got weight's good.
No line? Oh. Line's good.
Weight's good. Half.
Okay.
Just halfway.
Line's okay.
We are a little tight.
Okay, we're just half. A little higher than the yellows.
Yeah, go a little. Go.
No,
Okay.
we're good. We're good. Sit.
Great shot.
Gotta go here.
I don't think I can get there.
No?
It's tricky. It's easier on the
hack
out
on the
turn.
top one.
You can throw it on this. It's better to do it on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back
Just-
line-ish?
just
Give me a
back
second,
line.
Dave. I just completely, yeah.
Maker, Davey, let's go.
Going to take some chances now, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. And try to get this by, and then Scotty will try to carve it.
I just went blurry.
What?
Trying to keep this thrown rock in play. These are tough because you
Hey,
just
you're
tick it
back
or go
line.
right by it.
Hey,
The
clean
yellow
it.
one's gone.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa.
Scott, you gotta go.
Scott.
David Mathers, and here we go,
Scott.
trying to
Hard, back
help
one.
it over
Scott.
Scott Howard.
Hard. Hard, Scott. Carve it, Scotty.
And it's coming. Oh, and how much did he move it? Did he push it out into the open? Looks like it may be, but he'll lose the shooter.
Nice weight.
That's not bad, though. I guess we get this out in the open.
Oh,
Perfect
man.
Try.
He wanted to keep that in the paint, though. Great try. And that's what happens once you get down. You start having to play really tough shots.
I'm just trying to decide which one to peel.
Yeah, I don't. I would.
I think I'd rather peel this
I'm
one.
with ya.
Me too.
Because he
I'm with
can't
ya.
throw a draw in here right now. It's real tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's well thought of.
Is it ever? Smart skip.
Is he ever?
Yeah, thinks through the game really well.
Always has been.
He has. And you know, I think what Darren brings sometimes is just every now and then more of the gut call, the instinct. It's a good balance, the two of them together.
Good shot, Brad.
You know, we were saying about Bottcher not even being born when
Nice shooting.
Thanks.
Middaugh played in his first Brier in '91, so I went back.
Just fine.
Research.
Then we get over here.
Uh-oh.
The best picture that year,
Right in here,
1991,
in here.
Dancing with Wolves.
There's room for two in here.
I remember it.
Dancing? Yeah.
Right?
The GST in Canada
I think that's
came
the
into
spot.
effect.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was that then? Oh,
That was
okay.
1991. Brian Mulrooney was the prime minister.
It looks hard to not.
A stamp was 25
Actually
cents.
rips the red one into here, but that's
And
crazy.
a
It
liter
never
of
missed.
gas
crazy.
was 39.
If we put it right here, Wayne, what's he play?
1991.
But it's too early.
Just gotta get it deeper.
It's too early to go there.
What's he play, though?
He rips the guard. Rips the guard or gets a free run at the guard back.
Yeah.
Right? These are guards for us now, right? So we want to play away from them for now. Because you and I can go
Try
here.
to be second, though, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, we're trying to be
Gotta be
second.
second.
We're
Okay.
trying to be second.
Sure.
Right there.
He's probably playing the run back, right? Which is fine.
Which is fine.
Which is
Yeah.
fine, yeah.
We have our first final, and it turns out to be a win for Jim Cotter, who is now taken over as skip, along with Steve Laycock, make the final 9-2.
Good job, guys.
And very nice. That young man right there,
Good job.
Tyler Tardy, the 3-time Canadian junior champion, 2-time world junior champion,
Weight's good.
got to the
Line's
ice
good.
playing for
Back four,
BC.
back eight.
Line's good.
So close, boys.
Off. It's heavy,
Sam, you're on the guard right now.
And we want to welcome those of you who have been
Doesn't look that
watching
bad.
on
Good, heavy.
TSN
Line's
4.
perfect.
Welcome to
Line's perfect.
Calgary and this Monday afternoon under the bubble and our continuing coverage of the Tim Hortons Brier. Our featured game, Alberta, the team of Brendan Bottcher out of the Saville Community Sports Centre in Edmonton against the number 3 wildcard team in the field, skipped by Glenn Howard with Wayne Middaugh skipping the team. Howard as a coach here, an alternate after his injuries out of Penetanguishene Curling Club. It really was close. A steal of one by Alberta in the 8th is now the big difference. 5-2 Alberta leads it, and it is Middaugh playing the Yellowstones. It has last rock here in 9.
I looked at chasing the back one, but I like this better, Russ.
Yeah, scoreboard call.
Darren Moulding.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
So by doing this, yes, Team Middaugh can get in there buried, but it's in such a small piece of real estate, it's going to be hard to generate more than one.
Same bit slower. You got to go on that one.
Scott Howard,
Line's good.
the Ontario
Got no line right
representatives for the
Little bit
wild
of room.
card
Got to keep
team.
going for Wade.
Okay, go then.
With Middaugh
Play
skipping,
the weight,
Scott
go.
Howard at 3rd,
James,
David
go.
Mathers at
James,
2nd,
go.
Tim
Line,
March at lead.
Good, line's really good. Line's really good.
16.
Line's still
Go
good.
deep, go, go, go.
Line's still good.
And they'll come up a little light. The Alberta representatives out of the Saville Community Sports Centre in Edmonton with Brendan Bottcher at skip, Darren Moulding at third, Brad Thiessen at second, and Carrick Martin at lead.
Yeah, I'm just trying to decide where I want your shooter to go. Like, straight nosing it's pretty good.
Yeah.
You don't want to roll in at all.
No, I think even a roll foot out's fine. Yeah.
You don't want to roll far enough out that he can make that.
Yeah,
True.
right
on the nose.
Right on the nose.
You don't want to high-sided enough, you jam it on the shot rock either.
And it's a tough shot.
It is.
Because, as they said, if you roll towards center, you actually create a stagger, and then you know where wild card's going right around that.
Solid.
Solid.
Ward.
Curl. Clean. Curl.
Don't want to jam it.
Curl, you got it. Curl, curl.
Martin
Curl.
on the brush. Listen to him straining.
Good shot.
Good.
Yow.
Beauty. That's a good shot.
Turns out perfect.
Hey, sweet.
Now you
Didn't
can-
overthrow it.
Nothing.
And you can run that back now.
Good shot.
Shooting.
He's had an outstanding game,
Just
Darren
a little
Moulding.
wide there. A little wider than I've been, and I wanted to kind of throw the release the same.
It wasn't a bad throw by any stretch.
No, I'm like throwing like forward.
Yeah.
Like get it out. Just hopefully that's
How
7.
much air do you have there?
Half a rock.
Half a rock of air?
A little more than
Yeah.
that.
Half rock air. I can't make the double.
That's no good now. I think you got to try and sliver it, Gomer. I think you got to try and sliver it.
What's that?
You think you got to try and sliver it with a hack? Huh?
I agree. I think you got to move it.
Yeah.
Just get 2 yellows kind of in.
In the rings?
Yeah.
Yeah. How about we go heavy draw? Even
What about the
just
freeze,
hack.
Russ?
Gotta make sure that's top.
Yeah, I like that too.
I don't
On
think-
shot
I don't think
stone.
you're gonna get it out.
Or just bury it and hope the slash isn't made. You can get it top button
Now that
buried.
you've got that one there, there's nothing great like.
Wayne's trying to find a way to
Like
bring
hit
it
and
to
roll, hope he
Nibbler.
just misses the run back.
I like that shot, boys.
What's that?
I like the solid forward intern.
Trying to sliver it through
Yeah,
there?
just try and sliver it. It's going to finish.
Well, James Granton had 2-1. New Brunswick, Northern Ontario, Brad Jacobs, Sault Ste. Marie, 2-1. And Granton has given everything he can handle, up by 2. Jacobs last rock here in the ninth.
Well, no really a good spot to draw in. So for Brad, he's trying to play a hit and a roll off one of those outside ones. James was playing a hit on his final stone, got a little bit fortunate. He actually ticked one of those yellow ones, but still caught enough of the Jacob stone in the house to remove it.
Straight. Hard.
Really got to go to roll this.
Straight. Keep going. You're good. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Great shot. That was not easy.
And there you go.
Got that right.
So to pick up the single as New Brunswick looks to beat Northern Ontario for the first time since 2012. Terry Odeshaw beat Jacobs.
Went for it.
Yeah, let's go try.
Scotty tried to hook that in because of the score, trying to make a double that probably wasn't there.
Well, if you hit this and he makes the roll, you have the run back for the force, and at worst they get 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Peel, do we want to? We don't want to stick.
It doesn't hurt us to stick, does it?
No.
I'll throw firm.
Are we playing to roll out?
No, let's nose it.
Okay.
Could be the force point over there.
Yeah. The worst you'll have is
This
that.
could be the force point, right?
Yep. So do you want to throw medium?
Yeah, I
Throw
do.
less weight then.
Around the beak. Weight's good.
Skipstones in 9. Brendan Bottcher
Curl.
throwing 100% game
Curl.
until this end, when he, the last end, when he
Good.
Good shot.
fell to 98.
Good.
I had to give you the weight though.
Wayne Middaugh as we drop in on Gundlach against McEwen. And it is right now, again, looks like that it is Gundlach sitting 2.
He is, and this is the same shot that Mike tried on his first one, but there was a guard a little bit over. That's that redstone. He ticked the guard. Jason was trying to draw into lie 3, so the double would not give up a pile, but he went deep. So this is a double for 2.
The tie.
Sorry.
They've given up on this, and he'll drive it by and through. And so that will be a steal of 1 for Gundlach.
2/3 to
Such
3/4
big games
with
for these
feel.
teams. You know, McEwen looks like
Try
he's
and
dropping to
spin
2
it up off
losses.
the other one.
It's pretty early in the week with the, when you have to get, even if you get through to that crossover with 4 tough games looking at you on the other side.
Let's just remind you that we have the 2 pools of 9, 8-game round robin. And as Russ says, the top 4 will advance. You take your records with you, and then you cross over.
Curl! 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 Curl!
See if you can get a roll.
Bang.
Nice shot. Shot.
And now you're facing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Good. Good. That's great.
Trying to get that a little bit more curl, and you almost spring it up to the top of the button.
Great try.
Good end.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Line and weight by
side, and you pop it maybe up a little bit.
Whatever you like.
This looks easier. Hit and stay in the 8-foot, Coleman.
Normal?
Edge of the 4? No. Just like a heavy board. Yeah.
I was thinking about this is if you cross it and don't make the double, you roll right to the pin. It's got a little bit of room for error here. Fraction high side, fraction low side.
Just hit and stay in the 8-foot. I think we're good.
It's a straight side. The only thing you got to be careful of release on this.
Just a heavy board.
I've missed the Middaugh giggle. Like, he hasn't had much though right now. He's down by 3, facing 5.
Clean. Just clean.
With his last as we play here in 9.
Whoa.
Clean.
Clean.
Yep.
Whoa.
Hey,
Yep.
That's good.
And very good. Sits right there.
Yellow. One yellow.
Picks up the single. Bottcher leads and has hammered coming home. Wayne Middaugh and the wild card team out of the Penetanguishing Curling Club trying to fight their way back in here. It's going to be difficult though, as Alberta leads it by 2, and they do have the last rock playing the Red Stones.
A little tight line. Clean it early.
Yeah, it's just been a couple shots. Wayne jammed a hit and set up a
Go. You gotta go.
force, and then he would have been able to blank, and then a couple inches light on the draw in the 8th end down the slide path.
Get it over, Davey. Come on, buddy.
Oh, and Wayne's playing against a skip that was 100% for the first 7 ends of the game. And now he's only at 99.
That should never
so
be hog.
he's
Should never be hog.
pretty
I was a
tough.
little soft on throw. Probably killed it.
Must, eh?
Yeah.
So
that's just it.
They have to pull that stone from Tim March.
All we have to do is make 6
Yeah, you know,
hits
when you
and
think
we're done.
about that 8th, in particular, when there was that cluster of stones down at around 7 o'clock, 7:30, remember down the bottom there? And that red stone belonging to Alberta just was the shot rock by just millimeters. And that really made the difference in how to play that.
It did. Brendan didn't make that freeze, and that end, it was going to be a big end possibly for wild card.
Yeah, Wayne's first one overcurled by a couple of inches, or he had him wired. Big win for Bottcher, it looks like here. He didn't want to drop to 2 losses either.
Our best top 8. Top 12, top 8. Curling.
Back 12. I want to hear. Here.
T-line. It's over curling.
Okay, top 12. Leave it high. Well, leave it high. Maybe you'll try and play it straight by. Good.
Clean. Good throw.
Thanks.
That was the old finger kill.
UConn already dropping a game today, 9-2. British Columbia.
Line's good. Line's
Jim
good.
Cotter scored a 4 and 7
Almost to it.
as they went on to win their first.
Good.
Clean. Good throws.
No chance they're going to get tricked into playing the run back. Just make one go away at a time.
Two smooth ones.
Just over.
And go.
Gotta go to get it over.
Hey, get it over.
So this will die here too.
Yeah, coming into that side path now.
You're over. You're fine.
As long as it's over.
Lovely.
How much slower would you call it?
What's that?
No.
One game is final, 3 remain on the ice, and all of them in the 10th. And we'll keep you updated, of course. You won't miss a thing with Canada's most comprehensive curling coverage.
Clean.
Shot.
Good shot.
Talked about in the opening this Alberta team really not needing to change very many things, if anything at all. And I think the only thing they added this year, as they said, and maybe a little bit to reframe those 3 losses, is they added a sports psychologist. And there's not many teams anymore. The men took a little bit longer to kind of get into that and work with sports psychologists. And they fought it a little longer than the women. But now they're all coming to the dark side.
Make you're there, boys. Make you're there.
Line's good.
Make you're there.
Yeah, it's there, Tim. It's there.
No, that's so true. And
Back
they
here.
won 31,
You're
they
there,
won
you're there.
31
Back
games
here.
in the last 3 Briers.
Back here. Go, 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 go.
Good shot.
Great shot, Scotty.
Yeah, just don't mess it up by doing too many things different. You can analyze those games all you want, those 3 finals.
Yeah, and you know, Bottcher said as much. You know, he says, however, we cannot rely and look back, rest, as the cliche says, on laurels. We have to now look at this as this in particular is so much different.
It's another field. You've set a new goal. You have to get through this. You can't look ahead either. You got to get through this game and then the next game and break an event like this that is so long into chunks. We've talked about that at the Scotties. And then they're kind of small, manageable goals that don't look daunting.
Around it. Where is that? You can't really go around it. Got to try and freeze.
I think I was just soft on mine, so it killed the weight. Speed should be okay here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's real close to where I threw a few.
Game close.
Game.
Second final, and this all Manitoba battle.
Hey, man.
Just the brush taps, no handshakes, social distancing, of course, and Jason Gundlach picks up the win. 8-5 is the final score. So Manitoba now 3 straight wins, and that's a second loss for wild card number 1 and Mike McEwen.
Wait's there.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's close though.
Weight 2 is perfect.
Weight's good. Weight's good.
Whoa, it's heavy.
Weight's good.
Heavy.
Stay with it. Stay with it.
Too much. Sorry, Wayne.
That would have been gold if they had brushed it a little less.
Gets so so difficult on the brushers this late in the game because you're trying to anticipate.
End to be a foot heavy.
And they've all talked about making sure the broom's down so the rock will glide a little bit better and won't dig.
Whether I draw or...
Friends of Bottcher.
Yeah. Oh. Heel.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He is first.
Whoa. Attaboy.
Oh, what a boy.
Good shot.
Good game.
And that's it.
Good game.
Good game, Wayne. Yeah.
As they run them out of rocks.
Good game, Scott.
Yeah, good game.
How's that, hey? There's Bottcher, who earlier said, I watched Wayne Middaugh growing up, and I learned so much from him. And so now the student beats the teacher. here on this Monday afternoon. Alberta picks up the win.
Yeah, very good.
5-3 the final, and so they are now 3-1, and wildcard team Howard is now 2-1. So let's go over to Northern Ontario and New Brunswick. They're in a timeout.
What do you think of that,
Kathy? This is a game with Northern Ontario comes in at 2-1, as does New Brunswick. But New Brunswick is leading in the game by 1, and they do also have the last rock.
Well, James Granton on his first stone eliminated a guard that was right in front of that shot stone, and now calling a timeout to determine placement of the second.
If he's what, sorry? Oh, I see. Yeah, I thought you meant just wide open hitting back. That would be nice too.
Looks like he's going top 12 in front of it, though.
So you can hear even Granton in the background thinking that they'll just protect. They'll go top 12, and in that case, then sure will be just a cold draw.
It would be. But, you know, we're talking the 10th end of the game. You'll be throwing most likely down the slide path.
And you want to nibble with this. If you don't, it's a draw with not too much risk. You can go to an extra end with hammer. But if you're drawing against 2, strange things have happened.
Well, the other thing to consider, too, I would think, is Jacobs gets ready to throw his last. It is crossing that slide path. You have to assume that it may be a little slower. If he tries to be too exact, he may come up a little light as well. So it's going to be a lot of pressure here on the Harndens, the Brush brothers, EJ and Ryan. You hear Mark Kennedy calling line.
Guard it then. Guard it.
Yeah, see that?
Go,
to your point, Vic, it's in the sludge. Just slow them down. They want this in.
Ryan. Has to curl,
Straight guard now.
Go. Hard, EJ.
More.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
All right, great sweep.
Good sweep, fellas.
Now, is there anything showing of that stone? Would you risk the pick, or would you play the draw?
You could, but if you threw like a board or something to get at that, you ever fracture on the guard, it's a steal it too.
Broom went down pretty fast.
Smart for James to go nice and wide here. You don't have to draw the pin.
On the other side.
You just got to beat that thing.
Good path there, you think, or more?
Far enough there, Jamie?
Go wider still.
Inch more.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're thinking.
And there you see. To go all the way back to 2012, told you that was Terry Odeshaw that beat Jacobs. That's the last time New Brunswick has beaten Northern Ontario.
Like the line. Line's good.
Good piece of the 4 is
line's real good.
what he needs. Right now, we're going an extra
it's
here.
Staying wide. It's staying wide. Take a look.
And the good
Stay
stuff.
with it.
Jonathan Buke is calling the line, joining the team. Now it has to sit down, and in a hurry. Sit down in a hurry, and it'll go too far.
Yep.
And so Northern Ontario picks up the steal of 1. Got it out. Maybe we took a little too much ice, he's saying. We went a little too far. We're tied at 6. 1 more to come.
The 2021 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you in part by Sponge Towels Paper Towels, made for real-life messes. By Home Hardware, Here's How. By OK Tire and BKT Tires. And by Tim Hortons. Get your Tim's Run without the run. Order delivery today through the Tim Hortons app.
Reason to smile, certainly. Remember, they dropped their opener and now have come back with the 3 straight wins. Alberta picks up a 5-3 win over Team Howard, Wayne Middaugh. Outstanding game by Brendan Bottcher, and really that entire back end, Darren Nolan. The game story brought to you by Tim Hortons. Get your Tim's Run without the run. Order delivery today through the Tim Hortons app.
Oh, you're getting there.
Just one lonely stone right there. One lonely game on the ice here at the Wynn Sport Arena. As we go to an extra, Northern Ontario against New Brunswick. And we are tied at 6. And after the steal of 1, New Brunswick once again does have last rock playing the Yellow Stones. But we were saying that
No, John.
That draw has become a very difficult shot because of the fact that you have to go out so wide now and to avoid getting into that soft area.
Well, Russ and I were just talking about it the other day. Remember my trials? It was the same shot where if you go out too far, the pebble was good and it would run. And if you start to curl too early, it can pull off 10 feet of weight.
And yours ran just like James Gratton's there. It hung, and it went from perfect weight to and then you had just a nice soft weight to get the curl at the end.
And then and they come down. So it's really tricky. Can play in your mind when you're throwing it.
So the Northern Ontario champions from the Community First Curling Center, Sault Ste. Marie. You saw Brad Jacobs backed up by lead Ryan Harnden. This is E.J. Harnden and Mark Henley at third.
Here?
We're close. We're all there. We're
over.
Two nice ticks by Jamie. You didn't get it over quite as far as you'd like, but the 4 foot's open. That's all you want.
Yep. Good. Good boy.
Just took a right turn, eh?
It's definitely a little soggy down the center. I watched the practice of our feature game, and they basically threw 4.5, almost 5 ends if you count all the practice rocks. So that's the best part of, in this case, 16 ends with an extra end.
It's
never touch it.
How can the pebble last?
No, I know. It's quite incredible.
Andy McCann will flash that center guard. New Brunswick champions are from the Gage Golf and Country Club in Oromocto. James Gratton is the skip. Jamie Brandon is the lead. Andy McCann at second. And Jonathan Buke throws the third stones as he comes in for Paul Dobson. Couldn't afford the time.
Top 8 wouldn't be awful, but
Buke having won an Ontario championship a couple of years ago with Scott Mcdonald.
Well, we haven't thrown a ton here, but I got to think it's like that one. Yeah.
There's a couple options, Russ, but I like the freeze. You could maybe just come around top, I don't know, maybe top 8, top 4, biting the 4 foot.
Yeah, short's the default. What's it going to do again? Here we go. Like I
T-line.
didn't watch the sheet, but I'm thinking this could be quicker than they suspect because it might not curl into the slower area.
Line's good, boys. You got room. How's the weight?
So you got Kennedy on the left.
A little bit of room
Ryan
still.
Harnden on the right.
Now it'll start to go.
Mark, yep.
Just a little bounce is good.
Good.
And right down to it. Oh, gosh, what a great draw.
Nice, EJ.
Really nice.
Good angle. Jack.
Good angle's right, because if you guard the center line side, I don't think James can get that red one out. He can get it on the intern side, but he can't get it on the outturn side if you throw a good guard.
So McCann gets a second chance.
Yep. Whoa.
Yep. Jamie Brandon on the right. And tried and hoped they might tick that other guard.
What turn do you like, Mark?
Turn, to be honest. You guys okay with that? Yours
So,
just ran. Nice.
Just past halfway, relatively tight.
Just split center is perfect.
A little bit of room.
You heard them saying they want it relatively tight. You leave them too high and you can get at the shot stone.
Easy.
A little bit of room.
Easy.
A little bit of room.
On the good stuff. Got to be careful here.
Just in front of it.
EJ. Yep. Hard. Keep going. Yep.
Sorry, buddy.
Okay, pretty good.
That's
good sweep.
No, I know. I just meant that slid really nice. Don't be sorry about that.
Would you take a crack at that back one? You normally don't, but you can get it now because of the angle.
I mean, the other option
might not get another chance.
Be able to see enough on the intern to just kill everything in the 4 foot.
I like that once.
Okay.
This is an even better outcome if you make the run double. They all disappear. The shooter rolls.
I think this will come up a little. I don't mind a little more ice.
Everything's wide open.
Whoa.
So here is Jonathan Buke. Second, Brier went 6 and 5 with Scott Mcdonald in Brandon. And then he'll open up that center line, but drives it by.
I just thought it'd come up a hair more.
I think your Brunswick shot, which makes a difference too.
They are.
Mid last high. All right, go then. Line's good. Gotta go, Each.
Tighter line.
Yeah, I
This
see
one's
that.
dying.
Head down. Come on, boys. Keep her going. More. More.
Keep going.
Yep, keep going.
Yep. Keep going.
All right, good. That worked.
Well, that's long,
Great sweep,
isn't it?
fellas.
Yeah, very long.
Great
Great
sweep.
sweep, boys.
That much less, eh?
Might take a crack
Sorry,
at going
guys.
after this now.
What are you thinking?
I almost think that's
I
better.
guess.
Huh? Yeah. Call time? Should.
There you see the pinhole, and that's yellow as the shot rock.
Guard's so high, it'd be nice to make a play now.
Well, I think it's
Whoever gonna
not
do
there.
it.
Like, it's just perfect. It's just perfect guard, right? Like, it's not overbearing anything. But how much weight can you throw at this?
Yeah.
I'd like to, like,
Get it as far out
yeah,
as possible.
Like, it'd be nice just to sneak everything over here.
I think we could get away with board, right? Like it will curl here.
I think we can nose with board.
Yeah.
I was even thinking a little more of it.
I like board because I've thrown a couple down this line with board, so I got a pretty good feel for that.
Got to keep it a hair high, like
Yeah.
roll it to here.
Yeah, exactly. Is that good, or you want to throw a little more weight?
I like board. Like if you're a
Okay.
little solid, I don't think that matters. I think it's going to come in there real good.
Yeah. And if we do get to the nose, it's probably pretty good, right? It's not the end of the world.
Very good.
I don't want to leave anything behind there, though.
No, I like the rolls better.
Yeah.
That's why the Mark had to guard that inside. You can't leave the intern because that's the only way the red rock disappears. If they'd over curled it, then James isn't going to tap the red one because he's going to tap it in for shot.
Good talk. Like that? Just get a hair more.
It's just throwing board, trying to get top red.
You could get to the nose. Then what does Jacobs do?
I feel like you will easy because it looks like it'll start to grab in that slide path.
Question a long guard.
Whoa, then. Whoa.
Jonathan Buke.
Jamie. Whoa. Whoa. Got a curl.
Jamie Brandon on the right.
Hard!
Now, can you help this
Hard!
over? Can you help this
Go
over?
red, go
Get
red!
that red. Oh, and he did, and pushes it back and pushes it through, but at the same time, move the shot
pretty
rock
good.
now off the pin
Any
and to the
thicker,
back
eh?
four.
Any thicker. I just didn't want to be quiet in the slide path.
Yeah, smart throw.
Yeah.
You have no hope of
Weld one on
holding
the
it if
nose.
you are.
The long guards are going to haunt
Blast.
Northern Ontario.
Try to weld one just over curled on the nose. And it's not. I agree with you. Try to weld one on the nose. Yep. Yep, we can. I like it, Mark. Edge of the 8,
Just
Mark.
wondering if that's the shot for your last one.
Yeah, you could throw
Well-
another guard here. Tight guard.
If we go tight, he's going around. He's going around.
Got to
Right?
make it, though.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's important to talk about it. Time out.
Each team is given one timeout in the extra. They make good points here, though. If you don't go
then you go
in
here.
and put up the guard, he will.
Yeah, James will probably draw around if you throw second guard, but that might be James still has to be
Or he
perfect.
guards, and we can't get this, right? Just important to chat about it because
So what are we playing? Tight guard. Okay.
the boys are right though. If he plays this come around, if he's anywhere short, we don't
Yeah.
have the intern draw. Right, you'd have to hit and roll under if he was short. So if you weld it right now, and he blasts it,
You don't have a very
we
good guard.
still have to make
No,
a
the
shot.
guard's
right?
killing them.
Right. No, the other option right now is something like this.
What about top four, Russ, split in the center line?
That's exactly what I was just going to draw.
Are you?
Yeah, just on the out-turn side.
Yep.
Yeah,
it's not a great
something
shot,
like
but-
there.
Exactly
That
there.
type of thing.
I'd like the freeze.
What's James
This
going to
is-
do then?
Honestly, what does he do if you do this? It's not bad. I know you
To be
do.
shot rock, you can get at that yellow one.
And if he does make a good blast, I mean, we go here.
Okay.
We go here. And he's got to hit 4 foot, or he's got to chase it.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's lock it right on there,
Edge of the
boys.
8 mark.
Edge 8, okay.
I like that. Top 4, edge on edge. James can't get it with the in-turn because it's over buried. He'd have to go out-turn, which creates a possible jam.
fine. Yeah,
You've
that's
always
good.
got the freeze in your last one.
Yeah, even if he gets it somehow.
Remember his last shot, last end, kind of smudged on him.
Line's good.
Sweeping for back button.
Line's
Both
great.
these teams come in at
Got
2
room.
and 1.
Room.
Little bit of room. Stay close, though.
Room. Running, room.
Oh, it's running.
Little bump and roll, Barry.
Whoa.
Yep. Whoa, right beside it. Whoa. It's got a curl. It's
You're
got a
still
curl.
off.
It's got a curl. This is okay. That's not bad at all. I don't
And
mind
it
that at all.
will rub
Good
and
shot.
roll and sit for Shotstone.
Yeah. I mean, it gives you a chance to do it on your next one.
Eesh.
Now you know the spot. Which rock was that? 6. Okay. Good shot. Good one.
Let's try this.
Yeah.
'Cause even if he makes a double and dead buried, that's not a hard one.
Yeah, just make sure we get rid of the 6, right?
Yeah, what's that look like? Just board.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can get
make
board there.
sure this goes away and don't sit there. You don't want to leave him a better pocket.
Right.
Roll away.
Yeah, again, because the guard's so long.
But do you risk
roll a foot.
moving your
think that one knows
stone,
it.
the New Brunswick stone, playing this? Or do
I
you
guess,
care?
but I don't think, no, I don't think they care at all. They wouldn't mind it out in the bleachers.
Not going to hit anybody.
Let him know the weight.
Four. Yep.
James Granton, his first.
Whoa. Yep.
Whoa.
Brandon.
Whoa.
McCann is on the left. Butte calling line. Now Brandon pivots around.
Got to go really hard.
And
That's
enough to push it through the back. Leaves their stone, though, something that, there you go. Right, you can play the
took a
freeze
while
right to
before.
that. New Brunswick stone.
And he gets a second chance at it.
But it'll be wide open, so unless it's lined up perfect.
Pokes it out in the hole, too.
It'll
so
be
you
in the
have-
back of the tee line as
Yeah.
well, correct?
Right.
Yeah, you'll have a couple choices.
What do you want to do, overbury a little?
I think so.
Yeah.
Because of the angle.
Would you, I mean, you talked earlier, they look like they're coming right down to it. Would you take the stone full on the 4, top 4?
Yeah, that's still there.
Okay.
The one we drew up, top
Yeah.
4, edge on edge. Has to be shot, of course, because the in-turn draw is not a gimme.
Final stone now
Line's
on
good.
its way, Brad
Go ahead.
Jacobs.
Little tight. Hard line.
Hard line.
Hard line.
Hard line. How's the
Line's
weight?
good. Line's good. Room.
Line's good.
Room.
Line's good.
Watch it
No
smudge
bounce
here.
on
Don't
this
give up
line.
on it.
No.
Yeah, I see.
Finish.
Close. Yep.
Hard.
on it,
And
right
right
whoa,
down to it. And
Pretty good,
About
boys.
as good as you could do.
92% on his freezes, and that's the reason why.
That is
That biter
almost the
hurts
best
us,
you can
eh?
do.
Anywhere high.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had to cross it by that
Just comes
much.
up a little.
So here you go. There's the stone. That could be your winning point. Right up there on the edge of the 12 at around 10 o'clock.
That's very true. Everything could fly here.
Anywhere high.
Worried about the line early.
James has to remember, too, you jam it, you still win, because you're right there.
Final stone.
Yep. Hard.
McCann
Hard.
picks him up right away. Here comes that
Really
guard. You got to
hard.
get through that hole.
Hard,
Here
right
it
to it,
goes
right to it,
through
right
that
to it,
hole.
keep
Got
going.
it. Now, where are they going to go? Bang and away and away and away and
Great
away. And it's a win for New Brunswick.
Good game. Good luck the rest of the way. Good game, guys. Good luck the rest of the game.
James Granton.
James, good luck.
New Brunswick wins for the first time since 2012 over Northern Ontario.
Everyone back home and in New Brunswick. Oh boy.
To go to 3-1 at Northern Ontario, the team from Sault Ste. Marie now 2-2.
That was my sweet spot.
There you go. The sweet spot for the man from Middaugh. He picks up the win to complete this Monday afternoon. Make the final 7-6. New Brunswick's your winner.
I'll take it. Take any wins we can get.
And so, look at this. Gundlach's win leaves him still on top, undefeated. Bottcher. Granton now at 3-1. Tonight, of course, we'll turn our attention to Pool B, and our feature will be one of those surprise teams again. Mike Fournier out of Quebec against Scott Mcdonald, skipping the team from the Halifax Curling Club. What an afternoon it's been. Having a closer look. Wayne Middaugh's back, but he couldn't pick up the win. Till we talk with you again tonight, thank you for joining us. The Tim Hortons Brier is here on Canada's sports leader. Stay with us. Sports Center coming up with the Silver Fox, Rod Smith.